keep away. So let's see what go down. I love them both. I can't pick a dive. I mean side. Yo, sup, Snag? And already, Sly Coco answering with the Sandblast, and that's why it's so dangerous. Badman being forced to jump early on, and Sly Coco has that. But the light kick from Badman's going to make the space, but he had to spend a lot of meter to that. So Badman's not going to really engage. Want to build up that drive gauge. I love that decision. Build up the drive gauge first, then use the drive rush. That way you're in a better position, and already 2 chop combos in, and Sly Coco's right in the corner. Now, Badman was anticipating a good button. Luke out of drive rush is really good, but because he was close to the corner, he went for the, oh my god, stand heavy, as whip punished with a heavy, and this is why Luke is so dangerous. And now Badman dips into the reserves. He's going to have to weather the storm and burn out. He's close to the corner. If he gets burnt out, knocked in the corner, he will die, but one more throw will kill him. And this is a bad. Sly Coco could go for a random super just to really whittle him down, but he wants to save it. Oh, I like the decision to use the OD, but oh man, Badman with the cross up. I'm wondering if Sly Coco could have peppered him more with Sandblast. We would have been closer to a guaranteed kill. We're going to keep this fight in rank 1. Sly Coco aggression, Badman presses, and the parry. That's what Badman did last time and goes for 2 for 2. Guess the same option twice, and if you're wrong, oh man, big OD lariat. Holy cow, reset off the stand heavy. Yeah, that Coco was not expecting that. And bam, Badman, wham, bam. Thank you, Badman. You're going to be taking the first game right there. 2 rounds to 0. What really spelled disaster for Sly Coco was being put in the corner. Luke has a lot of options, but Geef, like almost every other character in Street Fighter, is very scary in the corner, as you only need a few interactions. And the taking the hit from the standing headbutt meant that Coco just has to guess between blocking or jumping, and he guessed wrong. So now we're going to the next stage. We'll be back to neutral. Sly Coco went for a more zoning keep-out strategy. I'm wondering, yep, he's going to go ahead and approach and rely on the footsies. Reset was teched, and again, Badman. He's 0. I want to say 4 for 3, 3 for 4 in DP'd. Oh man, again the jump, but Geef has to jump because you want your opponent scared. Sly Coco's watching the air, and maybe he's watching the skies, he ain't watching the floor, but Badman makes sure to watch out with that TDT. Oh, and already, this is the position where Sly Coco lost. Hard knockdown in the corner. Again, headbutt delayed. Oh, man. This is bad. Safe jump. Sly Coco, if he gets burnt out, it's not going to be the end of the world. But Badman can really cover in. And with the obvious decision of the drive impact, because if Coco blocked that, he would have been burnt out combo. This is already set point. Very rare for me to see Sly Coco lose on the first game. But Badman's playing very solid. The crazy part is, Coco has been anti-airing almost every single attempt. 2 jabs and, okay, frame trap, Sandblast, little shimmy, backs away, cool. Went for throw, Sly Coco aggression. No DP from Badman, but the huge cross-up. Oh, that's going to be really big. Badman, does he got this? He's got the level 1. He's going to hold on to the meter. Oh, I like this decision. He's going to hold on to the level 2. Oh, man, we might not need it. Will we get the reset? No, no special grab there. Again, if Sly Coco throws a fireball, Badman can just rip it out with a level 2 or just kill him right now, which he did. Badman, impressive. 4 unanswered rounds, removes Sly Coco from the winner section, but it's okay, people. This is double elimination, meaning Coco gets the go in this tournament with another round of the loser. So this is a really interesting play-by-play here of the interactions. I love the beginning where Badman drive rushed in, got the early knockdown, and decides to hang it back because he had less than 3 bars. Once he got full, he then drive rushed. That way he had a little bit more gauge to play with as his opponent was closer to the corner. And especially with those counter hit chops, do a lot of damage and also great corner carry. How you doing, everybody? Welcome again to Guildhouse 162, bringing the action to you for Street Fighter 6 in San Jose, California. Captain No1 is bringing you the action, and I know one of these lovely people from down on that floor is going to join me in this booth, but I wish you could join us for Guildhouse. If you are local to this Bay Area or Northern California, it is your sworn duty to go to Guildhouse. Why? We got something for everybody. Board games, video games, card games, computer games, which is the same thing as video games. But the whole point is, if you got an interest that's sturdy and niche, we are here for you. We also got a bar. Can you see me wink? You can see me wink, right? Tap 1 if you can see me wink. I don't know how well this camera captures my eyes. When I was a kid, people really said that I was squinting, which I was, but it also didn't help because I'm Asian, so I can't really open my eyes really huge. So, got that little Brock from Pokemon look going on, and coming to the stage, fresh off of his set with Badman, sporting one of the amazing beers that can be purchased at the Guildhouse bar, Sly Coco. He's going to be taking a seat right now. It's always a pleasure to call with Sly Coco. This man loves interactions. Where other commentators are popping off because of big damage and resets, this guy could see a light punch whiff, and he would put it over as the most interesting thing in the world. Isn't that correct?
Well, I saw a lot of light punches whiff in my set against Badman, and he kind of killed me for it. So
one thing I was really impressed was your ability to lock down the air. So you forced Badman to stay on the ground.
Yeah, but on the ground he killed me. So.
that be it sometimes.
A couple DPs for 800 damage
versus a one cross-up body splash.
Yeah, exactly.
I play Guile. I know what I mean. Like, I land 80 booms, and then Ken gets one jump in. I'm like, well,
yeah,
we're back to normal.
Yeah, no, but Batman played that really well.
No, he did. It was a very fundamentally sound match. The kind of match you want to send to your friends new to Street Fighter, just to show them good fundamentals.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. It's funny because I felt like I was beating him in the neutral. And then
it's just that he was winning more in his exchanges.
Yeah, he was winning more in his exchanges, but then when he put me in the corner, I played super antsy. So I ate a lot of headbutts, I ate a lot of
resets.
Well, just he was using his plus frames, and I kept jumping, and he kept not throwing me.
I did like the frame trap with the jabs to the sandblast. I did like that.
Oh yeah.
But hey, we're gonna go on here. Mario, no stranger to the top 8, no stranger to high pressure situations. Playing the jury, one of the many juries here over in NorCal.
Yeah, one of the many.
And versus WRX.
That's a super cool name. That's such a cool name.
W.
Yeah, I used to. Right, JT. Yeah. I used to drive a WRX, so that's pretty sick. All right.
Yeah, WRX playing Terry. The character that's been in almost every fighting game.
Nice. I like the drive wrestle to get Joey off of him.
Yeah, just make space. Spacing is a resource.
But Mario did get right back in. And he put, I keep wanting to call him JT. He put himself in the burnout, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, Mario. Oh.
He did not get that anti-air. Mario usually has those anti-airs pretty locked in.
Yeah, just like that.
Thank you.
That's going to get clipped. Buster Wolf.
That's also going to get some good spacing. W just need to buy time to build the drive gauge up. Hard knockdown.
What a whiff punish by Mario there.
Oh, and now it's Mario who's burnt themselves out, and W.
Yeah, and you see Mario, he got a counter hit, so he's trying to press the button during Terry's super tight string. Nice. All right, that's a really strong start.
Holy shit, yeah. W not playing this aggressive before, but now that he's got a little feel for his opponent, he could step on the gas a little bit.
Yeah, but I also like just how Mario, he hasn't landed a hit, but he did push himself out of the corner. Good counter hit.
It's really impressive just to force your way through blocking to get out of the corner.
That's going to work, huh? Yeah,
exactly.
And that's actually going to put WRX in burnout. This is really strong for Mario.
Great call, Sly. Especially since W was going for the power wave Oki commentary setup. Mario called it out. Great read.
Oh, that's a really good hit by JT. Or
WRX. Yeah, Terry can use the crack shoot to go over, and Mario sails in the drive impact.
Yeah, that was such a good idea to go over. But then it's unfortunate because Terry is super negative after the crack shoot, the block crack shoot.
Even when you're in burnout, you can still punish it.
Oh, no, that's not true. It actually becomes +1.
Okay. Oh, man, that's going to be a good super from W. We want that early damage and let that drive gauge recover.
Yeah, and I like the early just because Mario doesn't have any meter of his own. So he can spend the level 3 and not worry about endgame 2 too much.
Oh, that was a frame kill attempt, but then Mario catches the throw. Drive rush for drive rush, but Mario beats him with the throw. -6.
Good for Mario. And he has level 2 now. And as soon as I say it, he pops it.
More importantly, it's level 2 in the corner.
And level 2 into DI, which puts him in the burnout.
We could really get an easy wall splat combo and the game.
Wow, Mario played that phenomenal.
And you can see W right there. That's the face of somebody who goes, I lost that for me.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, he had all the momentum riding on his side, especially after the level 3.
Yeah, level 3 in the corner, life lead and drive gauge lead. But it happens, you know.
Exactly.
Mario already below the 3-bar deficit. Makes sure that W blocks the normal, so we're back to even. And W spends a little bit of that cash to get out.
Yeah, and I think that WRX might have a sense that Mario's going for a lot of delayed options on during defensive strings.
We don't have to worry about defense right now, Slide, because Mario could easily sail in this combo.
Yeah. That's kind of why I stopped explaining it, because I was like, Mario's actually mauling him in the corner right now.
Well, it was. It was like, what's the defense? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the offense is the good. Yeah. Tekken 8 logic. What's defense? Ooh, I like the backdash. Mario not afraid to throw those big meaty buttons in the far range, range 1. Like that. Oh my god, that was 3! WX on. This is set point for Mario.
Oh, I like the dash. Oh, it doesn't complete the combo, but he ends up getting counter hit.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to throw the. Oh no, unfortunate missed opportunity for a combo.
So both of those counter hits, or Mario's going to win, but what I was going to say is that both of those counter hits end up landing for WRX because Mario is delay either button or throw teching a lot. That's why he's able to get standing fierce into standing fierce. And it's going to catch like delay tech, delay punch. And that's what I was trying to say earlier by Mario using those defensive, like those delayed defensive options. But Mario was still able to kind of clutch it up. And I think the big difference laid where every time Mario got a hit, it was very optimal into corner carry, into Oki, versus I think WRX was landing a lot of kind of stray hits.
He's landing a lot of stray hits, and then he was converting them to like a pretty good combo, but that's 4 drive gauge spent.
Yes, yeah, it was a lot of meter spent. He was always kind of in a deficit for a lot of this, both of those games.
What was really interesting for me was, remember how W was doing very good in the second round of the first game by going very aggressive, and we lost that aggression in the second game.
Yeah, well, I can't remember the exact moment, but he had a lot of aggression. He had momentum on his side. He almost puts Mario into the corner, but Mario somehow gets out, and then the tables turned level 2 into DI, which leads to burnout. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, that round that Mario turned it around, he ate it early level 3, and then
early level 3 in the corner, but because he had the level 1, which built into the level 2, he had more than enough damage to like take it. And by then, you know, I really don't like to play Mind Reader, but you kind of get this impression that W lost a little bit of the mental right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think when you lose a round like that, it feels pretty bad, man. It feels really bad.
Also, what's up, Asher Vok? That's Asher Vok over at The Breakout, one of my favorite casting partners.
Hey.
Whenever Asher Vok and Captain No Fun commentate together, there is only one brain cell between us. We called the Tekken tournament, and then the conversation transitioned to which character of Tekken, what role they would play in the cookout, and who in Tekken would go out and buy you cigarettes and not come back. So, like, commentary tangents are beautiful. They're beautifully stupid.
Nice. How was the rest of your time in Texas?
Oh, it was I ate like a pig. As
you should, right?
Michelin star barbecue, Sly. I also got destroyed by Mad Gear. We did a first to 10, and that was 0 and 10. I just knew he was a good Marissa. I didn't know he was one of the best Marissas in Houston.
Yep.
And he got the freaking Marissa trophy, which is a bronze helmet. They played for a bronze helmet, and the only thing I was thinking about is good luck to TSA.
Yeah. Well, he's not in Houston, right?
I don't know, but if he's from Houston, I think he won't have that problem.
Right.
You see what I did there?
Yes. I was ready for that to go over my head.
It's okay. But yeah, guys, gals, non-binary pals, I really want to say thank you to Sly Coker for joining me in the booth right now. We're 2 ships in the night when it comes to commentary.
Yeah. What is it? What does that mean?
That we pass by each other.
Oh, yeah. Like, a lot of the times.
It's like, oh, hey, Sly, hey, Cap.
Yeah. Well, usually I get busy playing, and then people take up the spot, but no big deal.
No big deal. Yo, Meisaku says hi.
What's up, Mason?
Yo, what's up, Meisaku? This is a very chill energy vibe. You know,
You're super. I walked in here and I could hear your like radio host voice.
right. Well, because I'm like by myself, I don't want to just put on the SMR voice, and I typically try to dial in the vibe of what my partner's giving me. So like right now we're at podcast vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
What's up to the chat? Everybody saying what's up, Ninja Blade, Striker Man, Snack, everybody.
Yeah, damn, those are some nice snacks on the couch, on the casted couch.
Nice. All right. At the Fitz tournament, I was able to wear my chumpslayer shirt. Everybody saw me. Everybody in chat saw me. That was pretty sick.
Yes. To build context, NorCal just had one of the most amazing locals out of nowhere, hosted by Study Session, hosted in Magitech.
Yeah, Milpitas. Oh, no, Sunnyvale. No, Milpitas, yeah.
We had a bracket-shattering tournament.
It was
that
crazy.
That had to be capped. 1,000 cash pot bonus. Community generated.
Yes.
Like no Red Bull,
All
no
donations.
Norb. Oh, well, maybe was DJ Norb there?
He was there.
Yeah, that's the only
Came
Norb,
by.
not VPN.
All right, we got Chumpslayer and Jacob the Kid. That's a sick name.
Yo, these are some. No, look at that tag, 1.2 millimeter. That's dope.
Or Mill.
Yeah, 1.2 milf.
Sure.
Sure.
I'll take one in 1.2. I'm sorry.
What's the 0.2 of a milf? Like,
We'll leave it up to chat's imagination.
yo, chat does have a great imagination. Jacob the Kid, unable to stop Chumpslayer's drive rush. Jury, one of the fastest drive rushes in the game. You gotta preemptively hit that button to stop her.
Really good perfect break for Chumpslayer. Even after getting clipped by the first one. Oh, good jab check. Yeah, you see Jacob the Kid's dropping combos, but you see Chumpslayer kind of mashing in between. I don't know if it's reacting or if he's just like preemptively kind of mashing a button just in case it does drop. But it worked out for him in like those last two interactions there.
Well, also that Jacob the Kid is really letting Chumpslayer dictate the pace, which is what Chumpslayer wants.
Well, a lot of people let Chumpslayer dictate the pace only because it's so hard to stop. Nice, really good shimmy.
We went a little too far for the throw tech, but
Chumpslayer's gonna get level 1. I actually think he's like really okay with that. Not a ton of damage. And now Jacob is just that much further from level 3.
true.
Another, yep.
We're gonna put another level 1. That tells me that Jacob the Kid really wants to win.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's doing good damage, but like, yeah, and I think not having level 3, especially while we're entering late game, can be a little bit scary.
And this is also Aki, who can't really convert off of like her level 2 as well, or level 1.
You're right.
Versus Jury, who can use all 3 supers.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Oh, and that's a strong jump in to start things off.
Now, Chumpslayer, yes, you can see the confidence that he has. He's not spending the level 3 because he wants to use it to close out.
Yeah, that or if Jacob gets close to a burnout situation, he's gonna hit him with level 2.
Which Chumpslayer will do.
It's really good,
Oh my god, that was a little too late on the anti-air. Chumpslayer.
He can spend level 3, but he won't. Yeah, so next interaction will kill though. Tries to hit him with the low, little delayed button. Oh, no DI back. A little surprising for Chumpslayer.
Especially that's usually in online ranks where people would just do a Hail Mary DI.
Right. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
That is hugely negative.
Yeah.
Jacob kills him. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, and that is a range where Chumpslayer will throw a fireball to walk behind it. So it's you know, I don't want to call it a bad read, but he took the risk and it just happened to not pay out.
But that was a great risk, especially since there was a dive kick.
Yes, yeah, he called that one out big time, and he called out Chumpslayer's jump.
Okay, Jacob the Kid putting Chumpslayer on the back foot.
What a great reset.
Oh, I agree. And that's counter hit damage.
Oh, nice. That's a good hit. He could actually kill with this, and he drops it. Uh-oh, and Chumpslayer gets the back throw. Advantage is on his side.
Hell yeah, this is where if you lose this, it's going to be... Okay.
Wow. That was pretty godlike by Jacob the Kid.
That was a very good round. And if I'm Jacob the Kid, I'm feeling real good right now. Oh my god, unfortunate. You want that punish counter because the slow fireball protected Chumpslayer.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he landed on it. Like, okay,
Oh, great use of the standing light.
Yeah, I mean, he called out Chumpslayer because he tried to go for the throw loops again. Nice. Dude, Jacob the Kid's actually getting a lot of good buttons in between Chumpslayer's pressure that's like that's not tight.
Oh, like that right there.
Exactly, yeah.
Not to mention, Jacob the Kid is doing a great job just not spending too much and overcommitting himself. Right there. Beautiful. That's the kind of Kumo interaction Kumo would love. Shout out to Coach Kumo. Chumpslayer with the level 3. Jacob the Kid can still win this with a big combo, but still, it's going to be unlikely, especially burnout in the corner. Oh, he calls him out. This could be it. Level 3.
Oh, he's popping off. I love that. Okay, you guys can't see him. He's not, but Jacob popping up as soon as he lands at level 3. Chumpslayer taking a deep breath.
Oh yeah, Chumpslayer has definitely been in this situation, but you know, Jacob the Kid sporting the Where's Waldo shirt, saying, hey, where's my defense? Don't need it.
No, he actually did play a lot of good defense. I mean, a lot of those counter pokes in between Chump's pressure, like that's
like
scary.
there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's gonna be blocked. That's -5.
Yeah, Jacob the Kid knows what's fake. We're seeing, yo, does he know this matchup? Oh my God, Jacob the Kid!
He's dangerous.
Here, I'll pull my Michelangelo. He's going crazy, man! Jacob the Kid, he's got it! Slow. Oh no, commits to the drive rush too late, and now he's burnt down the corner.
But the thing is, Chumpslayer is really low on J, so he can't really commit to anything big either. Like, all the damage he gets is gonna have to be meterless. Good defense by Jacob.
And catches him, yeah, because Chumpslayer likes to use that fireball that covers offense, and that whip puts Jacob the Kid in a surprising set point.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you see Chumpslayer slowing it down just a little bit, right?
Chumpslayer, yeah,
He's stabilizing.
He recognizes to just shift gears a little bit, and that's one thing we really talk about his offense, but Chumpslayer's ability to just like cool it down a little bit can lead him great returns like that perfect KO.
Yeah, yeah, and that round went really well because Jacob has shown that Chumpslayer can't throw fireballs for free. But Jacob did try him with a jump, and then Chumpslayer kind of got his offense started from there.
But right now, a lot of the Jacob the Kid's great, fundamentals and patterns have been picked up by Chumpslayer. We're now on level 2 on the Yomi.
Oh, he got out of the corner.
That's the second time where a late drive rush cost Jacob the Kid.
Oh, what a god! He parried.
Ooh, that could have been it. Another parry!
He can put him in a burnout if he spends level 1 here. You better do it quick. He's not going to do it. He goes for the Hail Mary, overextending.
That was the Hail Mary. Jacob the Kid prayed to God, and God left the phone on red.
Okay. Chumpslayer's in control now.
Again with the Hail Mary, but Jacob the Kid spent everything for that, including the meter. His only hope is that we get a burnout right now in Chumpslayer.
It's not going to go into burnout, but I do like that he did it really early, so he gained as little drive gauge as possible.
And we're going to stand behind that portal, and Chumpslayer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a set. Jacob the Kid fighting like a full-grown man with that one. Well, why are you laughing?
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Damn, Jacob the Kid had that.
He really did. It really, again, I really, one of my pet peeves with commentators is like trying to infer what the competitor is thinking, but it really felt like whenever Chumpslayer would take over for Jacob the Kid, that Jacob wasn't where they wanted to be mentally.
Kinda. I think a very defining moment was him not spending the level 1 while Chumpslayer had half a bar.
You're talking about that closing moment.
Yeah, that closing moment. But then also him doing because that DI was super forced because he was like, shit, I need to put him in a burnout. So the DI became forced, but then he was so far away that Chumpslayer had all the time to punish it, and then he puts him in a burnout, and then at that point it's just Chump's game. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But everything he did to stop Chump's offense in the first 2 games and then the first round was like almost like perfect. It's exactly the way you want to play Chumpslayer. Especially
when he was calling out the mid-screen fireballs.
Yes. No, that's good because, you know, obviously that's Chumpslayer, but also just more of a jury thing. She wants to walk behind the fireballs. So the fact that he called almost like a lot of them out, stopped Chumpslayer from using the fireballs to get in, like all that stuff.
Stopped Chumpslayer from using the dive kick to get in.
Yeah, well, he DI'd one of them, and
he DI'd it, and then Chumpslayer stopped.
Yeah, he just stopped, right? And then, but the thing is too, it's like he wasn't using a lot of fireballs either. The Aki,
The slow fire.
Yeah.
I only saw it once, and what I did appreciate, he did one fireball, drive rush behind it, and then walked backwards.
Yeah, to see what chumpslayer is doing, right? Like that's how you gain information on your opponent. But yeah, there was a lot of small moments where Jacob the Kid just kind of overextended, and it just didn't work out for him.
No.
Great.
But now, hey, we want to talk about some.
Great.
We're right back where we started, man.
Yeah. But two completely different players.
Now, Cubano Loco did extremely well in Texas Showdown, placing in the top 8 in both Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's pretty sick. Yo,
Yeah.
double medal winner right here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Texas finest.
Yeah, shout out to Noragami. He was able to commentate for its tournament, but I got to meet him there. Cool guy, super cool guy.
Okay.
Oh, they're jumping just a little bit late from Okubano.
It really feels like the expert players have been picking up Aki. Oh,
She's really strong.
she's very strong, but also satisfies that technical need.
Yeah,
Kind of like,
sure.
Luke. I mean, not Luke. Ed before he was nerfed.
Yeah, I mean, Ed's also still very strong and probably the most technical character in the game.
And Cubano Loco, I said this to his face. He really likes his evil-coded character. Plays Claw in 4.
Heist plays Fury, yeah. Nice, really good DI by Noragami.
Noguremi? Yeah, Noguremi.
Nice, yeah. Stop Okubano from trying to jump out. He was able to maintain the corner. Yeah, really good sweep. Had a good read on when Okubano wanted to jump up.
Oh, man. Were those safe jumps right there?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, Noragami is doing these safe jumps, but he's also mixing it up by just faking a cross-up.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, but that was just really good corner control. Gets the shimmy into the forward throw. Yeah, now he has Okubano back in the corner.
And yeah, Okubano has to spend meter. I do think that is a bad habit that we fall into, is not wanting to reverse early.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have to show it. You have to show your opponent that you're willing to do it.
Yeah, you got to show them that you hold the Uno card before.
And I like, yeah, Noguremi, like, even though Okubano did the EXTP there, Noguremi immediately drive rush forward. Because now you're going to stay in this corner. He drive rush low forward, which is +5. Like, you have to hold it. And Okubano just kind of struggled to just kind of get out of the corner.
Yeah, Okubano Loco, definitely a very solid jury. Still better in the previous Street Fighters. He has a lot of bracket demons he's looking to slay, and a lot of them are here tonight.
Yeah.
But when you win Evo, don't matter what game it is, like, you're an Evo champ.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Much respect to Okubano.
I could be an Evo champion, like a dive kick. I don't care. I'll
Oh. Nice, really good air there. Dude, this corner pressure by Noguremi is super strong, but he did end up getting clipped. I don't know if this kills.
I believe no. Dang
does.
it. Damn it. Sang it.
I think we were both wrong.
We were both wrong. Hey, there was a funny tweet where Sajam said he might be selected for jury duty, and somebody tweets, "Will it guilty?"
That's a pretty good one.
Oh, heavy jump into Cubano Loco, and we got a full drive gauge and the corner.
Oh, what a shimmy. Yeah, you really seen Okubano Loco show the shimmy, especially in that first game. Oh, that's going to be punished. And he could actually kill here. He will take game 1.
Tied it up very easy. Great turnaround for Cubano Loco. His adaptation is a very understated element of his gameplay.
Yeah. Oh, that's a huge jump in.
That's the second big jump in that Cubano Loco got, and Noremi will be showing some new options. Oh my God, another jump in.
Yeah, where Noguremi was really solid with the anti-airs in game 1. Okubano's caught him on like either big button, fireball, or just like that. Okubano hit the heavy punch, and it just kind of caught him walking forward and trying to jump out.
That point to El Cubano Loco. Oh, good. That was great judge of spacing by Noguremi. Not in the right area to get the full combo, but Cubano Loco backing away.
Yeah, Okubano Loco's jumping now.
Well, yeah, because Noguremi is not really showing that they will control the sky.
Just like that, yeah.
But you're right. It's not that Noguremi's not.
That's gonna
definitely with level 3? I believe so, Sly.
Yeah.
Okay, we were wrong before. We're not wrong now.
We're not going to be wrong now.
Even the camera knows, like, hey, we're going to put it on the players.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I mean, we were wrong before, but we got this.
Oh, no, not that. You were in the middle of saying something.
Oh, no. You're good.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Cubano taking out Noguremi.
All 3 jury players on screen at the same damn time.
Oh, my God.
Okubano, Mario, and chumpslayer. What are they even talking about? Feet?
Yeah. It's actually they're talking about when they go to get dinner tonight, they're talking about who gets to foot the bill.
Full of puns. I love it.
Of course, man. Captain No Pun reporting for duty.
But yeah, El Cubano, the adjustments made second game. I don't know. It was weird because, like I said, Norgaremi showed that he was anti-ing the first game, but then El Cubano still took that chance. And I guess that's the mark of like a strong player, right? You can't let people condition you.
Yeah, you can't let people take away.
Okay, I gotta play my match.
See you later, Sly.
All
Always good. You know,
me luck,
we joke about how I'm usually the crazy loud guy, but I kind of like that podcast vibe that Coco and I had today. Sly Coco is going to be playing at Station 5. I don't know if he'll be coming back or who else, but it was very cool and also really good labbing for me. Thanks, Sly. Now this is an interesting match. That is Hyper Combo working the hard cam and Quicksilver. Quicksilver we haven't seen. I haven't seen in Guildhouse for a hot minute. And that is just because I've been away. Yo, Meisaku. Meisaku, have we met IRL? I feel like we have, like at a Magic Tech maybe? I always see you. Striker Man, hello. Striker Man, another player from NorCal who I was watching, who was with us at Texas Showdown. I gotta say though, Striker Man has a very distinct laugh. It's so distinct that I know he's around and I'm talking to him because he goes, hey. I love you, Striker Man. Hyper Combo, a Jamie loyalist versus Quicksilver's Kimberly. This is going to be a very tough match for, Shin Carlos. Oh my god, early drive impact, trying to get the wall split, but nope, Quicksilver ready, just knows the buttons. Shin Carlos already stuck in the corner with less than one drive gauge left. Well, that is my laugh. Thanks, Striker Man. Oh my god, this is a Kimberly exhibition. Shin Carlos having a difficult time. It's a difficult time fighting Kimberly, period. Now try imagining fighting Kimberly as Jamie, or, you know, since we are in San Jose, Jaime. Oh man, they both throw. Shin Carlos, okay. Threads the throw. And we're going to play a little bit of a neutral game. Quicksilver wanting, oh man, catches him drinking with the stand medium kick. Yeah, Kimberly's range is deceptive between the, oh yeah. Sorry, your frame kill does not matter with a level 1. Oh, people's elbows stops the anti-air. Jumps in, shimmies the DP. And Quicksilver's going to sail this in right into the second game unless a miracle happens for Shin Carlos. Yeah, that miracle I think is going to have to wait a smidge because that level 2 is showing us that Kimberly is the one to beat right now. Shin Carlos, great guy. I love this guy. I love this man. The fact that he's in Winners Round 2 means that he beat somebody in Winners Round 1. I know. Captain No Fun. Detective extraordinaire. Yo, yeah, Spoons. We could always see you, man. Always love Spoons. Shoutouts to OTG, holding it down in the Berkeley and Oak Point area. They just announced their new venue for their next tournament. So that means we're going to be seeing some more OTG, which I would say is on the ground right now. Bam! Heavy punch was greatly landed. And Shin Carlos, okay, we got a little bit of momentum right now. Oh, crouching heavy punch gets Quicksilver out of the corner, but the pressure was stopped with the DP. Oh my god, that standing medium kick. It's very similar to Jamie's in terms of animation, but Kimberly is way better. Level 1. And Shin Carlos is going to be on survival point. Though he did a lot better that round. Oh man, that stand heavy kick shuts down the air, and Shin Carlos stuck in the corner. Level 1 again. Shin Carlos lands it. That's going to, you know, give him a little bit of space, give him a little bit of drink. We're at 2. We're going to need a little bit more drive rush to catch him. Yeah, no breakdance in here. We're just going to break their head right on the concrete. On the spray can, in the air. and trips up the DP, but drops the combo, but that's okay. We got the throw, and Quicksilver moves on to this winner's bracket, defeating Carlos. And Carlos, hey, man, it's that I got you, or that's a good set. Thank you, Kimberly. I have yet to take a game ever off of Quicksilver. I remember my first Guildhouse. I think it was Quicksilver that eliminated me. It's really good, really good, Kimberly. Also won King's Cup a few days ago. Oh, last month. We got a new one coming up. Hey everybody, Can Crossing, Breeze, Spoons, Sirazzle, Striking Man, Moogle. Yeah, okay, cool. I wanted to say hi to everybody here as we greet you to Street Fighter 6 Week 1, number 162 here in San Jose, California. Name's Captain No Fun, reporting for duty, and I have recently come back from Texas Showdown. But you know, it might be big, and you know, the beating heart of Texas beats strong, but it's always here in the Bay where I left my heart in San Francisco. That's a really good song. Like, do we have any other songs like that in the Bay Area? You know, like, you know, I left my heart in San Francisco, or Santa Clara is always my love, or I'm trying to think now. I want to marry Milpitas. No, nobody wants to marry Milpitas. Oh, Julio Fuentes is in the bracket. Julio Fuentes taking 6th place by at the study session local hosted at Magic Tech, winning, you know, according to Julio, a lot of money. Versus Magua. Magua's Akuma has been climbing the charts, you know, definitely turning some heads and definitely putting himself up on the board, the top 8 every week. I remember Super Yan noticing that. Super Yan, another amazing Honda player. I believe she was the one who brought the Chonko Stew to the local this weekend. Let me know. Maybe. Yeah, but Julio been on off again, but Julio is in top form. Look, he's smiling. According to Julio, he got a whopping 10 hours of sleep and got out of work at 6 p.m. So he didn't have to rush. He's fully rested, you know, fresh off of winning a lot of money, and he's looking to line his pocket up with more dough. Julio playing JP, loves playing JP. Well, Julio, don't lose. Pick JP. That's the secret of winning. Do you know The Way to San Jose is an actual song? Oh, shoot. Hey, that's a good one. Do you know your way to San Jose? Oh, thanks, Moogle. Look at that. Captain No Fun, letting you appreciate the songs of the Bay Area. Actually, Striker Man, did you know that there's a horror movie? It was called The Monster from Milpitas. Yeah, look it up. Old, like 50s, 60s era monster movie. Oh, beautiful cross-up. Magua was not ready for it, and already he's stuck in the corner. This is Akuma, very fragile. He's down. He has only 9,000 health. Doesn't matter when he has all the tools in the book. But Julio, his #1 tool is experience. And this is classic Julio, classic JP. Oh, man, beautiful conversion off of the departure teleport. Made sure to check Magua in the air and gets the first round. And let me go ahead and reintroduce Sly Coco.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Julio Fuentes is back.
Yes, he is. At least for today.
Well, 10 hours of sleep will do that for you, man.
Must be nice. Never once in my life.
Or are you a 4'5" guy, a 6'4"?
Like a 4'6".
4'6"?
Yeah.
that sounds like your like matchups, man. I want to go 4'6" against sleep.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's a losing matchup for sure.
Yeah. I know these guys go 7'3". Oh boy, Magua is gonna eat that level 3, and remember, Akuma got baby health.
Yeah, it's gonna do a ton of damage. Put some in the burnout? Yeah.
So burn level 3 super takes what? 1 drive gauge?
1.5.
1.5. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, it's whatever. I mean, he combos into it.
I mean, it's cool.
It is cool. Yeah, he does it more for style than anything.
Yeah, Magua's not afraid to just throw the Raging Demon.
Yeah, he loves that thing. That's gonna kill.
Yeah, Julio was expecting a button, but Magua, that's the thing about Magua. He plays a little bit, he plays risky.
Oh, yeah, he's a crazy man, but in the best way possible.
But you need to play a little bit crazy. We were talking about bad habits, and I do think FGC players, myself included, we play too textbook, you know?
Sometimes, yeah. Not Magua though.
No, nothing technical about this guy.
But he has a money match coming up, so he's been training hard.
What is up with these money matches? Who's been arranged?
Me and Trauma started the wave. Now
wait,
it's hella fun though.
Wait. I thought it was Abyssal and Mario.
Nah, that's true. I'm trying to. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, you're doing the friendly money match. Abyssal.
That was like a grudge match.
That was a grudge match, bro.
Damn, dude, twice.
Holy cow! Converts off of the jump back medium kick. Yes, did Mario play for money? It was pretty bad. And when I say bad, I mean amazing TV.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they didn't play for money.
Mario and Abyssal?
Yeah, it was like straight up like grudge match.
I thought it was a money match.
I think people put money in.
Oh, people put money.
Yeah.
Oh, they paid to watch him fight.
Yeah, but
it's a blood sport.
But it was a straight up like
Okay.
But anyways, back to the match.
Now Julio, now that I'm commentating more of his matches, I'm noticing that he's been using jump medium kick a lot more. Oh, totally worked.
Oh, because it was a fake fireball. Oh yeah. Nice. Really good use of that forward heavy punch.
And Julio, yeah, that's the range who will spam the crouch medium kick.
Well, the use of that forward heavy punch is good. Yeah, it's cool. We actually, just last night we were in a call. He was getting some coaching from Quicksilver. And it looks like a lot of things that Quicksilver was letting him know, it's like gone into application right away. So it's really good to see that from him.
It's not that I should do this. It's now I am doing this.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so the adaptations are coming really quick, and it's really good to see.
Not to mention he's fighting Julio. This is where the nerves will pick up. We haven't seen Julio around, but everybody knows his name, especially when he's going to do a big combo like this.
Yeah, well, Magua kind of threw out a sweep out of nowhere, and Julio just had the sense to jump it.
JP has a really disgusting jump in. It reminds me of Manon's dart, but again, Magua with the big Magua brain.
Nice, it's on level 2. It's gonna push JP all the way across the screen.
Put him close to burnout, but not quite.
Yeah, not quite. I'm not sure if the level 2 was worth it there.
Oh my God, went for the classic throw. And one thing I was interested in was Magua, would he threaten the fireball, which is why Julio jumped forward.
You're right.
Oh my God, he's doing a great job calling out those parries.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see Magua using a lot of options that would put yourself in a burnout. This is dangerous.
Especially when you're a Akuma. Don't let that full health bar fool you. Oh my God, really?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he has a sense that Julio likes to perfect parry a lot of options, so he's going for that throw a lot, and it's catching Julio on with the perfect parry attempt.
And now Magua, oh my God.
Why doesn't that work?
Delayed?
I don't know.
Oh my God,
that was so smart.
That was very smart.
Yeah, and he couldn't even block it. It was chip.
Because of Julio. Yeah, let's go, Magua. No, the reason why that was really good, chat, is because when we neutral jump, our opponent can wait, but then he air fireballs and delays his landing.
Yeah.
And now Julio preemptively using the quarter circle forward punch to stop Magua.
Yeah, but he's using the heavy one, so it catches Magua dry rushing forward.
This is the kind of match. I was telling Chad earlier that Magua has been really leveling up his game, and now he's really forcing. Yeah, he's really forcing Julio to use all the options, and he held on to that option until now.
Yeah, I think Magua's getting wrapped up in the moment because he's starting to go a little autopilot.
I call this the ghost of victory, and it's speaking into Magua's name. You're like, you could do it, but you're forgetting the adaptation.
Yeah. Yeah, you see him going for way riskier options now than he was. Except for that one. Dude, it catches Julio parrying every single time. And that's actually how Samurai killed him at the 5th tournament, too.
That's correct. Samurai, another well-respected Julio player who beat Julio.
1 Julio, 2 Julios. Nice.
Oh my God, great.
Magua's a god. Level 2, okay. I don't know about these level 2s because it puts them so far away. And yeah.
This is JP. Oh, but uses the fire overhead. This could end it. Julio can go into losers.
Well, no.
We'll need 1-1. Oh, okay.
He's not going to, though. He's not going to. Julio clutched it out. Damn, Magua landed the hit. He had the counter hit jab, and he could have comboed into it. And he didn't believe. He did not believe.
Magua, the man who was believing in his offense in all the crazy moments, in the final hour had a crisis of faith, and that's where Julio turned the tables.
Man, Magua played that pretty well, all things considered, though.
I think pretty well is an understatement, Coco.
Yeah.
That was pretty damn well.
Yeah. Damn, he almost... he's a couple rounds away, but pretty close considering it's like Julio. That was pretty cool. But yeah, Magua, next week, actually, April 10th, next week he will be playing High Speed Rail for $100.
High Speed Rail. Now that's another player who's been, really ranking up.
Oh, yeah.
He fought IDOM, and if I remember correctly, IDOM said he was pretty good on his blog.
Oh, speak of the devil, look who it is.
Yeah, High Speed Rail versus YJK in a very I don't want to say rare, but unlikely Guildhouse appearance in the week.
Yeah.
Well, we're not throwing shade. This man is from Stockton.
No, he's from he's not from Stockton.
I thought
Salinas.
Salinas. Still pretty far, okay?
He's super far.
Look, it was a super far town that started with an S,
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, you were close.
I was very close.
But yeah, he's from Salinas, and so every time you see him, he comes all the way out from Salinas. But so that's why I think you typically see him on the weekends more often than not.
Which is one of the reasons why we see him a lot over at Madhouse, because they put their events on Fridays,
yeah.
or the weekend.
Yeah.
One of my jokes with YJK is like, his goal is to make sure that his bracket run lasts longer than his commute.
Well, lucky for him, he's godlike, so he's once again somebody who places top 8 quite a bit.
And he was so close to the top 8 over at Genesis, wasn't he?
Genesis, yeah, he came in 9th.
Yeah, he came in 9th.
So
him and Tree.
He actually has a 9th place curse on really big events. But nice. This is actually going to be a really good match because, like we were talking about, High Speed Rail, somebody who recently is also got asked to play under the OTG tag. So shout out to OTG, recruiting a lot of really strong players. But High Speed Rail has been leveling the hell up.
High Speed Rail, also Agent FFF.
Draco Man. And some other players with that.
It really is cool to just see, and people really talking about teams, what clans, whatever. But it's just being able to just put that tag in your name just really solidifies you, because that means that these players, these people trust in me with their name.
Yeah, it's cool. It's super, super cool.
And you rep the Madhouse tag on yours.
I do. Shout out to my Madhouse team.
Hey.
Madhouse OTG, man. It's all love. It's all family. Same thing with Fuentes.
You're fighting the streets.
Nice. Damn. YGK turned that around?
Especially as Ken.
What?
No, especially as Ken. He has the tools to. Oh, YJ, I was talking. I got confused.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all good. All right.
Drive reversal, good option, especially since YJK was in burnout. That means it would have been blocked and safe.
Yeah, and I like that High Speed Rail. He tried to walk all the way up, and YJK just left him for it.
Oh, man. This is Ken being Ken, right?
Yeah, but he's super low on drive gauge. Nice, go for the run stop pressure.
Oh, no, but look at this.
That's really
the
good
moment
pressure.
you mentioned that High Speed Rail was low, he stopped using all driving meter.
Yeah, but he's using... High Speed Rail is actually really using jabs super, super well, and he's applying a lot of pressure with jab into Jinrai. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, standing. He knows how to hit from that.
Ooh, little shimmy. Yeah.
And High Speed Rail went for the backdash but get caught because Kimberly's buttons are so far reaching.
Ooh, okay.
Light kick, that is such an impressive button from Ken because you could pretty much DP or... Oh my god.
That really worked out for him.
It really did. Now, I don't know if that throw was the result of High Speed Rail not ready for the super or willingly gave up that moment to use super to kill his opponent.
Oh, Chubb goes for the overhead. Good block by High Speed Rail until he tries to walk forward. YJK does clip him. Can out, so dangerous, but when he gets the throw, doesn't get the can.
Oh my god, and that was a meaty stand heavy kick.
I like to think YJK has enough to kill.
Yes, that is definitely enough to kill.
Man, High Speed Rail is playing super well. I think the one thing that he might... I think a little bit more walking and blocking in those tighter areas. I know he's trying to walk up and force the jab. Not force per se, but he's trying to use that jab pressure. But YJK has kind of called him out for walking forward a little too much.
Just like in that last interaction. I really think, because I had that same habit too where I'll do a block string. I was like, okay, it's my turn to throw. No, I'll get hit with a jab. Now,
Nice, wow.
one thing I'm noticing right now is that I have yet to see a Hadouken from High Speed Rail.
Yeah, but Kimberly has a lot of ways through it, so maybe he's giving YJK the respect. Because once YJK catches whiff of it, he's going to start sliding.
Right. I definitely...
Nice, damn,
that was
deep-ass
deep.
DP.
That's how you know, because it was punish counter. Beautiful conversion into the Jinrai, and absolutely, oh, I was going to say meterless.
Uh-oh, gets target corner. Nice. Okay, that jab worked out.
Yeah, that pressure is fake. YJK just did not have enough life to tank that. But
oh, nice.
One of the things we were talking about was introducing the option, and High Speed Rail is playing like Ken doesn't even have a Hadouken. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Gets him with the low into the throw. Can't release that play.
Oh, man.
I didn't even have to confirm. Still gets damage. Nice. A lot of high-speed rails reversal options are all hitting, whether it's drive reversal or whether it's EXTP like that. And same thing with the
oh my god, the high-low.
This is not going to kill, considering it started off with a jab, I believe.
Yeah, the scaling is going to be really big. I don't know how to feel about this. We do put Kimberly in a bad situation, but why High Speed Rail is still in I can die range. Oh my god! Whip punish.
Why did the punish counter not work?
Oh my.
Ken's a bad character. Everybody was right.
Weakest Shadow in the game. They lied.
Damn, that's unfortunate, and I'm almost positive that's not what High Speed Rail wanted. He did the heavy Tatsu, so I'm assuming he was probably fishing for the heavy kick itself.
Heavy kick or maybe even Dragon Lash.
Yeah, probably not Dragon, because it looked like he had the right idea on the whip punish.
Because that was a punish counter too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think he wanted standing heavy kick. Oh, all right. YJK is not running his offense.
That is going to be -6.
And that's going to be the first drive reversal that actually gets blocked. So now YJK is really in a good spot. Damn, what a reset. And he has level 2 to spend. Is he build level 3? That's going to be crazy if he does.
He definitely did. We have seen so many games with YJK and Kimberly's where they get level 3 in the first round, and this is one of, well, no, this is the second one. The whole point is YJK, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pressure, but High Speed Rail, very tight, oppressive offense.
Dude, he played that really, really well.
You know, I noticed we're saying that a lot. Like, the person who was like, man, he played that really, really well.
Because everybody here is hella good.
Yeah, that's what I even said when you lost to Batman. Like, wow, Psycho played that very well.
Yeah, I played it hard. Yeah, but like, I really like High Speed Rail's use, like his walking up, his jab pressure. Even like I think in that last game, he had a spacing trap that he used crouching medium punch with, and then it spaced him out perfectly. YJK whipped, and he was able to run his offense. I think all that stuff, I think really goes underutilized, especially like using jabs a lot. I think really goes underutilized, and like a lot of High Speed Rails, like drive rush jab, like they all kind of hit. He had a good read on.
He also had a really good standing light kick.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. I mean, yeah, I guess I consider like jab and like kick kind of like in that same. Yeah, you know what I mean? Well,
no, the only reason why I wanted to bring it up with Ken is because the standing light kick is so good. It opens up. Yeah. It's very good because you get free Shoryuken, you get pressure. Mm-hmm. It's a stick. It's a long range stick.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to put that. But yeah, but YJK. Yeah, I don't know, man. YJK just has the ability to turn things around so quickly, and Mario with the freaking with the Shao Hai.
Yo, that looks like a toolbox.
Yeah, dude. All right, so Fist of Fury can't be checking his controller. But,
yes, because Fist of Fury is gonna put his eyes right there.
Yeah. YJK's ability to turn things around, and then once you're in the corner, like he plays such a good guessy game, or he makes you guess so well.
It's also Kimberly.
Yeah, and he plays that so well, and it's like. But yeah, his footsies are so good. Like he always knows when you want to start walking, he'll sweep you, he'll low forward, and of course Kimberly's low forward is +1. So at the event that it actually gets blocked, like
too bad.
Still his turn.
Too bad. Still your turn.
Yeah. No. Actually, speaking of money matches as well, you going to Kingstep tomorrow?
I'm not sure because of obligations, but
okay.
Yeah, I heard about Bannershi versus
Bocce versus Fist of Fury.
Who arranged that one?
I don't know if it's my story to tell, but somebody was talking.
The
other heard.
I thought it was a friendly one.
I mean, it is. I mean, they're still friends at the end of the day.
Okay, but it's a little, calming up punching Simone, right?
Yeah.
Grit those teeth.
Yeah, but that's gonna be a good one tomorrow. I'm really excited for that one.
And it's ever gonna be a King's Cup. That means a lot of people are watching.
Yeah. I helped Bocce train up for this.
So are you like? Wait up.
Damn, dude.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for the name.
Instigator?
No.
I can't.
Oh, you're definitely instigating. Yeah, are you the Tinder of money matches? Like, so-and-so wants to fight you for 50 bucks.
They haven't even said anything to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just making it up on the spot.
Here,
I'm not the one that plans any of this. I'm just an enjoyer at this point. I won my match, and that's it.
You're the Cupid of money matches, man.
I just know what's going on, but nice. All right, good. Oh, actually, Fist of Fury beat Mario either last week or a couple weeks ago. I know it's recently that Fist of Fury has beaten Mario at a Guildhouse.
Yeah, Fist of Fury has really cleaned up his gameplay over these past few weeks. Really, just training for that money match tomorrow.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, damn, the walk-up block by Mario is pretty sick.
Oh man, Wario catching the neutral jump. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, no, that's the Fist of Fury special.
Yes, yeah.
Which we saw over at Genesis, which you called that match.
Yeah, his first match.
His first match.
Yeah. He does really well at reacting to jump-ins, drive rushes, like anything.
And that's because he's buffering. He's buffering at that range.
Yeah, and he'll tell you that he's buffering. And then that's where you see all those backdashes.
See right there, that little thing?
Yeah.
He's waiting for green, a flinch. He's got it.
Yeah. Nice, yeah, really good. Yeah, and that's he also has really solid anti-air. Damn, dash all the way up, low forward, but he does put himself in a burnout.
And that's because he used the OD Shoryuken to put himself there.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Meter management usually maybe not the cleanest when it comes to Fist of Fury.
He definitely seems like the type of I will take my advantage when I got it.
Yeah. Now he has him in the corner. Now Mario, jab on wake up. It's gonna blow up the fake throw.
Oh, and that's the Mario. That's a Mario special for me. Out of all the juries, he's the one who uses. No, he uses the drive rush standing medium kick. Oh my God, that's gonna really put him down. What a windscreen! Not that I have not seen that before during my online rank days.
You guys are locked in.
That's Mario's locked in face.
Yeah. That's good. Oh, okay, first parry didn't quite work out for Fist of Fury. Damn, woke up jab and it worked out. Got the counter hit and was able to start pressure. That's good sweep on Mario. Once again, wakes up jab.
But stuffs it, that fake pressure from Mario. Oh, that was an unfortunate one. That's a big button for Ken to land. And we were talking about this before. Drive gauge usage, he gets the throw, but at what cost?
Yeah. If Fist of Fury hits you with the low forward, it's like almost guaranteed he's going to drive rush behind it, regardless of how much.
And right there, he could have cleaned it up.
Nice, okay, that's going to be blocked by Mario. Mario does have
rare drop.
Drops it. Okay, Fist of Fury not with the level 1 this time to react. So Mario just immediately goes into the DI.
Well, Fist of Fury was either not ready or slipped up on the execution there.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't have level 1, so he couldn't do anything about the DI. Right,
now, even though we saw 2 Kens in a row, we do have a very different Ken, because this one's a more longer range.
There's no Ken like Fist of Fury. Oh, good back.
Yeah, throws the parry. Throws the parry, yes.
That's good. Gets him with the counter hit. Uh-oh. That's a really smart back throw by Fist of Fury. Now he could... Okay. He's going to give him a little bit of space. Dashes back, dashes forward, low forward. Doesn't build the level 3 quite yet.
I think he wants to hold on to it.
Nice. And the low forward drivers worked out.
Good meter management, too. We could have gotten the kill, but now we're walking to the final round with level 3, which is what you want, especially against Mario.
Right.
Oh, you missed it earlier before. I was doing Stricken Man's laugh.
I don't want to hear it.
You haven't heard it before?
No, I've heard it from him.
Okay. Oh my God, level. Okay. Okay, Mario. We know. Yes, you got it.
Sending a message.
Definitely.
Nah, I mean, you gotta optimize. I mean, Fist of Fury has about like 40% health left, so you have to optimize.
Well, not to mention that he stole the set point away from Fist of Fury.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
And this is the times that really test your mental. I could have won not only the game but the whole set, and now we got to do this 2 more times.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big momentum break on Fist of Fury's end, and it's a good momentum break for Mario to stop him like that.
And Fist of Fury went for the 3rd throw, which is oh man, beautiful conversion off the counter hit heavy.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess Ken does have this privilege, but like Fist of Fury gets him into the corner and then starts backing up. He like gives him free space. But then Mario gets kind of caught out overextending. DP, nice. Nice, good sweep. Wow, that was really good.
Oh, man.
Okay, hitting him with the shimmies. I think Mario has a read now.
Yeah, Fist of Fury went for 2 in a row, got caught, and Mario, oh man, lands the overhead, and we could see a level 1.
Yeah, we will. Okay, so Mario has figured out that Drive Rush, I don't know if that's Juri's heavy kick or heavy punch, but I'm pretty sure it's Juri's heavy punch, but Drive Rush Juri's heavy punch is really long reaching, and it's going to catch Ken backdashing, which is usually how Fist Fury likes to move around.
Not to mention, these OD Shoryukens have been hitting, but Fist of Fury is in a suboptimal position, which eventually tips over to his loss.
Yeah, it does. Mario jumps up into the corner. Nice, yeah.
Drive impact for drive impact. Well, you know what I say? Drive impact, it's not a greeting, it's a handshake.
Nice. All right, I like to use the level. I'm going to put him in a burnout, but you have to be careful.
Because he will do that. That's the Fist of Fury special.
I'm not going to lie, though. I think Mario is okay with this because now Fist Fury has no meter at all.
Correct, and he still has to win another game.
Exactly.
Another round.
And now Mario's in full control right here. Get DI into the wall splat. And that's going to be the round. He spends the level 1 all the way from downtown. Hits the three-pointer with the level 1.
Yo, beautiful call for that one, man.
Thanks.
You know, that's the thing, like, as comms, you got to know how to put a good button on it. Because how many times have you done this? Like, and the combo in, yep, he takes it.
Yeah.
And then just like, tie it. Tie the knot.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn from you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, you really tied the knot on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. I like the adjustments that Mario made. I mean, Fist of Fury, a little bit, his movement's a little one-dimensional. It's either dashing forward or dashing back, which catches a lot of people by surprise. I think in a first to two works really well for him, but Mario was able to make those adjustments.
Find the gaps in the offense. Not to mention, Fist of Fury really good at taking his advantage, but he also spends a lot.
Yeah, he spends a lot. So like that level 3 at the end there, like, yes, it's a great get off me tool, but then what, right? You're still in burnout.
Same with OD Shoryuken.
Yeah. It's great. It's great for get off me, but especially with the way that Fist of Fury spends his meter, it's like I said, it's either like you do OD DP, you lose 2 bars, and then the next interaction is a low forward into drive rush. You're damn near in burnout. You know what I mean? And then, because Mario's the one that forced the burnout that one. He ended up to land the hit, got the level 1, put Fist of Fury into burnout, and then at that point, Mario just runs this game, right?
One of the interesting quirks about this playstyle is the long-range ODDP. Both times put Mario in the corner, and that really compelled Fist of Fury to spend meter because, he's in the corner.
Well, kind of, because as soon as Fist Fury puts him into the corner, he starts backdashing.
Oh, yeah, kind of. But
yeah.
You see there, and he definitely has some really good get-off-me moves and moves that catch you by surprise. But again, now what is the question. A lot of the top-level players will say this, that fighting games is a conversation. And Sly Coco is just saying, like, okay, and now what? Or what happens next?
Right.
To use this in terms of literature, Fist of Fury, a lot of his offense.
Oh, cool.
See you later.
Match. Okay.
That meant you won that one.
All right.
But
wish me luck, chat.
What I was going to say is to really put the analogy to Sly Coco, Fist of Fury's offense, a lot of it ends in ellipses. Yeah. Feel free to take that one. Okay. Man. Again, welcome back to Guildhouse number 162, Street Fighter 6. My name is Captain Nova. I'm reporting for duty. In and out of this booth has been Sly Coco, one of a very technically savvy, knowledgeable Street Fighter player. A lot more technical savvy than me, but, if anybody who knows anything about the Bay Area, where I get my reps in is the commentary booth. Win first place! I think Nord that he heard me, I hope. He's still in. He had a rough match with Badman, got sent to losers, but, won the last game, came up, and now is walking down again. So, I heard about stories about this player. Hello. You already got your libations. I've heard the legends. I heard the stories.
I'm not that impressive.
I also heard you were looking really to commentate tonight.
I'm always looking to commentate. It's such a fun experience for me. I've been doing it for 8 years.
Oh, it's been a while since we've seen you in the booth, so maybe you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Nogarimi, for those of you that don't know. I commentated a bit at Fitz this past weekend, and I've commentated, originally commentating r/Street Fighter online tournaments. that turned into the online local. During the pandemic, I commentated probably pretty much everything, but
Yo, well, great to see you holding it down for the Bay Area scene, and also congratulations to Fuentes and the study session for bringing a tournament that was filled to the brim, and not only pot and money, but also people.
dude, that was such, like, if you had to condense the NorCal scene into one thing, that Fit study session this weekend was the bomb, man. Everybody.
The craziest part is normally when that happened is because, like, oh, it was a small thing and it became a bigger thing, but this was just the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, it's like the garage band that gets the number 1 hit right out of the gate.
Absolutely, man, right? Like, they were like, oh, we're going to cap it at 64 because
And they had to.
That space was so small.
It is very small. Don't let the fact that it's 2 floors fool you. It's 1.5. 1.5. And half of that is taken by the bathrooms.
I mean, the thing that's taking the most space is all the cabinets, which was just phenomenal. You're running like head-to-head cabinets the entire time at Fits. That was fantastic. Oh my goodness, Sean just with the stare.
Yeah, that's the one thing. TreeWiz definitely knows where the camera is. Now, this is a very interesting setup in terms of the match. We definitely have the favorite of TreeWiz, has won a number of Guildhouses, just won a lot of stuff. But El Cubano Loco, you know, he has a number of what he calls bracket demons, and TreeWiz is one of them. So this guy has a little bit of a hit list, right? Winning, I feel like winning's secondary to this man.
Okay, we got the cheers too. They good sportsmanship showing out here tonight.
Oh yeah, we definitely have that a lot here in NorCal. I really pride ourselves with not only the skill of our players, but our ability to foster great friendships here.
I mean, that's what the fighting game community is all about.
C and FGC.
You gotta make all the friends that you can. But here we go, and look at that! Immediately starting with the whiff punish. Oh my goodness, TreeWiz.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing TreeWiz this hot out of the gate.
I think he's a little salty that he paid out $200.
That's right. TreeWiz put up his own money, $100 per set lost, and well, he lost both sets and was not in the top 3.
He was so mad, man.
So this is he's getting a run back for his wallet. Oh God, that.
Perfect KO. He did not let El Cubano get anything.
I don't think El Cubano Logo needed to put his hands on the controller that round. Oh
no!
I don't know if that was a misinput or he tried to psychic Shoryuken.
Yeah, like a headbutt was coming, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. That is the range where he would headbutt.
Yeah, but too far to get any good confirm out of there, and now we just see El Cubano kind of push out of this corner here, but TreeWiz not letting him too far.
Now, I was letting Chad know that El Cubano had an amazing weekend over at Texas Showdown, 2 top 8 positions. So, you know, if I'm Cubano and I lost, like, yo, I got my top 8 medals now, okay? Maybe not in this game.
I mean, the medals are nice, but you got to try to win the money, man.
Oh, I agree. You got to get the money, and El Cubano Loco not going to get paid out right now. Now, fun name I call this when you spend all your meter for this super, we call it the Johnny Cash Out.
Okay. Sean looks TreeWiz just looks so disinterested in this dub. He's just sitting there like, man, it's another Thursday.
Yeah, it's only winner's quarterfinal. I'm down 200.
It's like I got to win 2 more matches.
But
yeah, you know, finals.
Shout out to TreeWiz for putting up his own money on the line. It really sold the legitimacy of fighting in the streets.
Dude, I mean, so many people like really just trained against Honda to be like, if I don't win the bracket, I can at least get $100. And look at this, the pressure on the burnout, and then the stun. Had no super to break himself out. El Cubano gonna lose another round here.
And this is El Cubano Loco. He is no slouch. We have seen him do a lot better against TreeWiz, but TreeWiz is unusually locked in. He wants to kill this man.
Yeah, I mean, El Cubano beat my ass earlier in the bracket, so I'm feeling a little salty too. I want TreeWiz to win here.
Again, that standing medium punch for Honda is so deadly in TreeWiz's hands.
I think it's just deadly in general. It's +1 on block, right? And he can just do into the EX kind of...
Oh, God. No full fall up to the stop sign. El Cubano Loco really just need to get out of the gate right now.
Ooh, backdash, not able to get any pressure going, and then the perfect parry punish counter going to be big damage. Not enough for level 3. No, it is.
That is very interesting decision, even off a perfect parry, which does scale to level 3. TreeWiz wants to do his super, and that's probably because he wants that corner.
absolutely wants the corner, wants to put the burnout pressure, and now just going to jump back jab. Every trade, every small bit of damage is definitely in TreeWiz's favor. You're going to see him just poke. Look at that. Oh, couldn't get the confirm, but he gets it anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't confirm the combo, but he definitely confirmed his win for the set. But let's go right back to that jump back light punch. We've been seeing TreeWiz use that option a lot, and I've really, well, I don't want to say I've dubbed it, but for me, I look at that as a great disengage option because you make a lot of space, and when Honda's there, he can literally walk, drive rush, or headbutt his way back in.
Yeah, or, you know, get super crazy and just headbutt, not headbutt, butt slam. That's the one I was looking for.
Butt slam.
Try to get that extra plus frame, making sure, you know, got to make sure they're paying attention.
Now, one thing I'm really want to keep my eye on with TreeWiz tonight, besides him being one of the favorites, you know, up there with Julio Fuentes, is that a lot of the tournaments that TreeWiz has been dropping is due to the fact that he's been his command grabs have been called out pretty bad.
He does love to go those silly corner shenanigans with the command grabs, and you gotta appreciate he has a style and he sticks to it. Like you cannot deny that. Like that is his calling card, and that's what sets things apart. Because it's not like Street Fighter 4 anymore, where like, oh, this is the guy that does this combo, or this is the guy that does this combo. Like combos have been very homogenized, and so you got to do these little moments.
It's not always a bad thing.
I mean,
I said always, meaning it could, but
I wish some Sako combos still existed. Okay?
Okay.
You know when he's like doing like 8 one-frame links in a combo, like come on, man. Sako was deadly with it.
I definitely could understand there is a wider conversation to be had, but I do agree that was TreeWiz's calling card. But when I saw him, especially when he was fighting chumpslayer and Rhythm over at Pre-Genesis, Riddle, that's where he was getting called out the most, was with command grabs. And the fact that he did not do a single command grab there, well, granted he didn't need to, could paint a picture where he's going to be using that a little bit less.
Yeah, and you know, maybe that's the evolution. You right, like you eventually like hit your plateau as a player, and then you're like, okay, how do I get better? And it's really going through and being like, well, what are these bad habits that I have? And yeah, the command grab kind of is one of them. And so you just see he's probably just going to bring it out more rarely. Like it's going to be like one of those things when he's really feeling himself, he's going to go for it.
There's definitely a conversation to be had there too. One of the things I was really impressed watching chumpslayer a few weeks ago was it really felt like he peeled back all the layers of his offense and then like rebuilt what it was in the image that he wants to be in.
Yeah, and you're seeing that image right now. Perfect parry against the Dragon Lash, and now just getting the pressure started.
Right. The chumpslayer is playing fundamentally different, but he's still that aggro chumpslayer, forcing Hakuin to commit to an OD Jinrai.
I thought the throw was coming, but
I
Hakuin
know.
tried to get the Shim Sham.
Sham Sham, wham bam, thank you man from chumpslayer. Neutral jump, threatens with the jump media punch, and catches the Dragon Lash.
Yeah, and had that forced knockdown state ready to go with the juggle.
And you can see Hakuin. I like how they were using the Jinrai. Oh no, that's going to be it. And this is one thing I'm really appreciating from chumpslayer. Didn't normally go for the big combo. Went right underneath just in case something goes wrong so he gets that corner.
Yeah, you absolutely want to make sure. Like it doesn't matter if it's like, oh, I don't need it, but just that muscle memory for when it does matter, it's going to be so important.
Because it's really easy. I see whip Shoryuken, all my damage.
Yeah, but making sure that you're saving it for the good time. And look at this, having the level 2 pushing to the corner. I got a little bit by Hakuin, but not quite there.
Not to mention we're using this time to just dial in our offense and look at the drive meter game. That's the most important part of that level 2.
Yeah, I mean, gaining your own and then draining off your opponents. And then, man, caught the backdash on the delay, bro. You can even see Hakuin.
Like, whoa, he called that out. You know, draining while regaining. You know what that makes me think of? You ever played NBA Street? You know, the game breaker?
Yeah.
Gain 2 and they lose 2? That's what that was.
Absolutely. But I thought the most impressive thing was just a delay on that throw. Caught the backdash in the corner, but now Hakuin just feeling the pressure here, wanted to get something going, but jumped himself into the corner.
Not to mention using too far away from the throw. And that's the chumpslayer classic, aggressive drive reversal to keep the corner.
Yeah, now look, spinning the level 1 super just to keep that drive gauge low. Just one more heavy will do it.
You just got to spend money to make money.
Always, you can never be cheap on a date.
Oh, but unfortunately, that date might have an expiration date to the run because chumpslayer's stuck in the corner.
Uh-oh, and with no meter, that's going to be the round. Didn't even go for the stun, just going to toss him.
You know what Hakuin did? This was a date and said, hey, let's go Dutch.
Oh, chumpslayer hated to hear those words.
Oh, but Hakuin coming into the unfavorable end of that one. But a crouching medium, best button in EVO.
Yeah, but not a Capcom Cup winning button. That's all I can say.
But right now, Chumpslayer's Cup running over on the offense. They take their turn right now.
And look at this drive damage. Yeah, you see the parry coming out from Hakuin trying to protect his driving, and it's been level 3 just to get some big old damage.
Well, it's going to be pretty good damage, but the most important thing is we're going to regain. Hey, drain to regain right now.
Absolutely. And now has the corner control too, gets a low forward, tried to get the tick throw, didn't quite work out.
And even though Chumpslayer had that normal block, he's still going to go ahead with the level 2. Gets the whip punish off the crouching media kick. Hakuin will weather the storm, but don't care. Spend it.
Oh, the Kin special, but yo, the perfect parry, but no meter to really follow this up. It's going to be tight.
Yeah, this is definitely a slugfest right now, and Hakuin doing this the old-fashioned way, drive rush back to neutral.
Okay, take a deep breath.
Oh,
We're slowing down, but they both drive us at the same time. Chumpslayer wins it out, but no meter to keep closing it out. And catching it out, calling it out with the EXCP on the low forward cancel. You better keep it real.
You could just see the 2 buttons for throw that Hakuin wanted to hit. Oh, block, I'm going to throw, and then unfortunately lost the round.
Yeah, and you can see the mental damage that did. Hakuin lost half life here, stuck in the corner too.
However, Chumpslayer less than 3 bars of gauge, and Hakuin, oh man, forces it the hard way.
Yo, you got to go hard. Being soft ain't going to cut it, but look at this. Almost on burnout, just a pixel. Can't block too much here, and now finally burned out on the drive impact here. No response.
Great choice, because even when blocked, that allows Chumpslayer to do this right now.
Yeah, now you're talking about the blender. This is the full blender. Didn't want to do a jump there just in case there was no back rise and didn't want to get put into the corner, but punish counter on the Dragon Lash. Just one more touch.
Yo, we got the blender barista. Here's that offense coming in hot as Chumpslayer, maintaining that hot streak, moves on. As unfortunately for Hakuin, he's going to have to buck that loss.
Okay. Hakuin just had the best face. I love the players that pay attention to the cameras, and you just like, he looks so defeated in the thing, and then as soon as it was like switched over, Chumpslayer's like GG's. He was just like he laughed and had a good time. Like, we're all friends here at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, you know, that's like he did the real like I care fist bump. Like yeah. Oh, then there's the here, I'll give you the I'm salty fist bump.
Yeah. Oh, that's real.
That's real.
Yeah, that's how I was when I lost in losers.
Well, welcome back. I gotta say, it's a pleasure commentating with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible time. I've been missing the game. It's something different, man.
It's a real good time to be a Street Fighter 6 player right when City of the Wolves not making people very happy.
It is what it is. I had a friend that's like, oh, maybe I'll start playing Street Fighter 6 Maya again, because they were like, oh, City of Wolves might just feel so much better, but they just saw 2 announcements and they're like, maybe not.
I've never seen a company lose so much goodwill, even though they're doing everything right from a mechanic standpoint.
Like, who launches 2 trailers for characters and then lose hype for their game?
Well, the first one was actually pretty cool, because like, hey, this could signify something amazing. You know, this is a real big soccer player star. Background aside.
Yeah. All right, but Julio back on deck here. We saw him a bit earlier. He was fighting MG Wall, right?
Yeah, Magua was playing very well, too. But not just back on deck, back in the scene. We saw him over at Fighting in the Streets, but now this is like a rare double tournament Julio appearance.
Yeah, he had some repetitive strain injury, right? So recovered from that and now back in the game.
Julio Fuentes, no stranger to fighting juries, especially Mario. Converts that, jumps over. Yep, Julio has these conversions easily.
Dude, there's times where I can't even talk. I'm just watching Julio, and I'm just like, man, this guy's on a different level. I can't even compare.
Especially his air to ground conversions with JP. JP, if we want to talk about a character with a lot of combo expression, this guy went to like art school.
Oh yeah, he definitely went to art school. His parents were like, "How are you gonna make money off of that?" And he's like, "Just watch."
$20 in a dream, Mom.
Like 10 years later, this is what happens. You're like, "Oh my goodness, he's cooking." All right, but Mario not trying to be a slouch here. Can't let Julio run the entire spotlight. Punish counter, maybe a potential parry that was coming out there, but Amnesia coming out and going to get the combo on the back throw.
And that's the first Amnesia done in the entire tournament. Julio kept that in his pocket even against Magua. Only brings it now to Mario.
Ooh, Julio, and wake up level 1. Not going to work out here for Mario. Going to be a big punish here. It's going to be so much damage. Going to put Julio back in the lead.
Not to mention he parried that level 1. Oh, doesn't even matter. That parry be looking scary, and the situation for Mario is looking rather hairy.
Oh, level 3. He doesn't even need it. That's how much damage Julio has on deck.
Didn't even need to touch the super bar.
Okay, good reaction on the cancel into drive impact.
Especially since Mario threw the jab out first. Normally you're like mashing it, but Mario like, wait a minute.
Yeah. And you have to be really careful when you push a jab first, because that cancel window into drive impact is super short on when you push a light.
Oh, good hard knockdown. Wise decision. Just get the jump.
Yeah, you mean the corner control can be everything in this. JP doesn't have the best defense, but it doesn't matter when you perfect parry fireballs,
Well,
man.
You know what's really good? Distance. This is a great defense. I bet you JP really respected those 6 feet mandate laws during 2020.
Oh, he loved the Pandem. He's like, oh, people have to stay 6 feet away from me? Check it.
Step aside.
Okay, needs one more touch with the Amnesia again and gets another throw. Not going to get the combo this time, but recover that drive gauge just little by little.
I wish I had him in 2020. And Mario with the round right now, finally on the board. Julio needs to win too. This is very good for Mario. That means Julio is going to expose a little bit more information just to get the set.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how aggressive that he gets and how much that he shows his hand. He has a pretty sizable lead right now, so he doesn't need to do too much different. And catching out these drive rushes with the spikes and departures is super rough for Mario.
Now that's the Mario special right there. Drive rush, medium kick. Not really crazy plus on block, but just really good, just straight clear.
Oh, if that was a little bit slower, he could have gotten a full juggle, but it doesn't matter. Julio just changing the pressure, but gets drive impacted and now burnt out. I mean, Mario can turn this around.
It's a lot of runway to clear, but Mario does have a full meter. We can still see takeoff.
Oh, he tried for the overhead, but too slow, and Julio just gonna back throw. It's not airborne, man. You gotta be careful.
It's a no-fly zone, and definitely he's used to that option because chumpslayer does it all the time.
Yeah, and so Julio just looking at it being like, you think you're airborne? I'm just going to throw, man. Get out of here.
Great jab, stops, doesn't believe in, couldn't really finish it off. Low dive kick. That was an option we've held on to.
He waited so long to do that dive kick. I could not believe it. Because you usually see juries try to do it like really early or kind of at the peak of their jump. But look at this. Mario just going to spend it all here just to convert level 3 incoming.
Super optimal corner carry. I do believe this is going to kill, and Julio Fuentes will just have to fight one more game, and that's something he doesn't want to do. Work for his money.
Yeah, but he's not looking any nervousness out of either player right now. Both of them look relaxed and composed. They're ready to go at it, but Mario's going to be able to hit that first conversion.
I mean, Julio Fuentes has won a number of Guildhouses, so used to it, and Mario's been on the grand final stage at EVO, so this is like nothing to him.
I mean, you say that, but playing against a strong opponent, it gets your heart thumping no matter what.
If only we could peer into their brains. And this is going to be classic JP knocked out. Delayed dash.
Okay, but perfect parry to answer right back into the reset, but the departure didn't activate fast enough.
Now that was interesting that Julio Fuentes went for a throw. He was actually 2+ to land it. Oh, that's the Mario special drive rush medium kick, and he's going to rush into this round. And now, for the first time, Mario is ahead. It's him, Mario. And Julio wants to say, Mamma mia.
I mean, Julio kind of looking like Bowser right now, about to go out. He's about to lose Princess Peach, everything.
Well, it is, but right now, thanks to that combo, it's looking really peachy for him.
I don't have a follow-up to that. I can't make another Mario pun work out.
It's okay. I was plus, so it was still my turn.
Oh, you're just pulling my chain chomp.
Crouching medium punch from Julio Fuentes. That is his button to check drive rushes.
All right, but final round here. Who's gonna make it into the top 8 here?
Julio has a 1-bar lead over Mario. Will Mario?
Mario's not letting him make any difference here. He's taking Julio to the corner and making it work. He's making that money.
Oh, no, anti-air. Okay, beautiful use. Oh, that was it. That could have been it, but now.
If that was a throw instead of a parry, oh my goodness. But here we go, level 2. Going to side switch here, and now the tides have entirely turned. He's going to do as much burnout damage as he can.
That's a beautiful decision. Normally you want to use a level 3, but level 2 gets you damage and, more importantly, the corner carry.
Okay, side swap back into the corner, and then just did 4 jabs in a row. Unfortunately, the last one doesn't connect.
Very rare for, oh my god, 2 anti-airs. Mario could finish this, but now the distance is here.
Oh, he teleported!
And he called it out, but no, the vote is left on wrong.
He didn't even get a full combo. Julio was kind of in a panic here. Oh, burnt out too, and Sham, thank you, ma'am. Julio's going to drop down to Luzo's. Mario just dominant. No Luigi's here.
Yeah, no losses here. That was definitely a little scary from both players. You know, it's so easy to say, oh, why did he do that combo? Look, when you're down there fighting the very darn best and there's money on the line, I don't know how much, but it's a decent amount of money on the line, you know, your hands get a little palpitated right now.
Yeah, again, I was pointing out, no matter how much these players have been in tournaments, your heart starts to thumping, and you're like, oh, I dodged it, and then you're like, what combo do I do? And then you're like, I don't know, and your hands just freeze.
Here's where I get a little philosophical. Some people really say, like, they get mad at themselves for being nervous. And I really think being nervous is good. Not just because, oh, you can convert it to stuff, but being nervous means you care.
Absolutely, 100%. And you use that nervousness and you kind of harness that energy, right? Because it's the same if you're like get really angry, if you get really happy, if you get really sad's kind of a difficult one. But there's energy in that, and you got to put that energy towards something.
But for me, it's more so that if you feel that means that you're dialed into this game and into just everyone about you, and that just shows you just care about the scene.
Yeah, and I mean, there's also the entire opposite, which is Samurai being completely stoic.
Oh yeah, here, I'll do the Samurai leg.
I mean, you saw me earlier on stream when I won the game. My heart was going like this. I'm like, I just need to breathe.
That's one of Samurai's tech that I really like, is that he will go up on stream way ahead of time so he can get acclimated to the position, to the lights and everything. So then it just becomes a TV to him. Versus when you walk up like, oh god, I'm B-Rabbit in 8 Mile.
Yeah, you always want to frame it in your mind to be a normal match. Like, you're on stage, you can't be thinking about, oh, people are going to laugh at me when I lose.
Or such and such is on the line, or I can finally beat this guy. It's a game. At the end of the day, it is like an online match that you just happen to know what the person next to you looks like.
I mean, in a way that it's absolutely true. But we're getting to see what TreeWiz and his opponent is currently looking like, and it's going to be Kim versus Honda. Kim, I mean, we've been saying it for a while that Kim's been taking over, you know, got the run cancels all true and difficult to deal with, but TreeWiz don't care about any of it.
And this is also YJK. He took 3rd over at the last tournament. He's got a significant amount of money thanks to the community. $1,000 pop bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. YJK, and now just implementing this throw loop here. Kim has to do that slight walk forward to get it, and just baited it out too. Maybe a delayed button, maybe a throw, but YJK just owning that corner right now.
Okay, the level 1 is going to be an easy investment for Kim. I really believe that we should be leveling level 1 more and more, because you could just get that back like it's water.
Yeah, but you even noticed that YJK didn't even spin the can, because Kim can spin that extra can to get some more damage, but knew the damage range for his combo, not going to spend any more than he needs.
Yeah, he really can't spend the can. There's no flim-flam in that offense right there. You know what I mean, my man?
Oh, I understand, Stan, what you mean.
Okay, Eddie the Echo, love it. Oh, I love that little throw for the frame kill. But no, frame kill doesn't matter when you just killed your opponent 1-to-1 right now. Super meters look very even.
Super meters are pretty close. Both of these players are fighting out. Excellent trade for YJK. Able to get this full combo all the way to the corner. Got the can too.
Beautiful. That one of the reasons why True was able to do that was because he was able to perfect pair the can. And oh, he loves that sumo walk, and YJK read it.
Oh, backdash on the throw. TreeWiz looking ready.
Yeah, TreeWiz is a keto diet. He don't want to throw loops. Oh, the stop sign! This could be easily level 3.
Yeah, and you see he's just going to dump all the meter just to make sure that he can get as much damage as possible. You always got to be practicing, man.
You want to make sure you want to overkill your opponent in the final round, and this is one of the reasons why. Don't leave it up to chance. Just spend the meter, get the overkill, because overkill is underrated.
I mean, again, you can't take the meter into the next game. You might as well do what you can with it now. And if that means that you can do psychic damage to your opponent, do a really long combo, make them wait extra long, take them out of the game a bit.
And lets you dial into the game more. And speaking of being dialed in, check out TreeWiz. Now, you can't see it, audience, but TreeWiz unusually locked in.
I mean, he's not doing the lean yet. I mean, that's...
Oh, no, but he's got the shoulder shrug, got the little neck thing going on.
Absolutely. Oh, big whip punish. You can see he's feeling that, too. He leaned all the way back. TreeWiz did.
Stand heavy punches a disgusting button on Kim.
Good block. Oh, sorry, I was going to say good block on the overhead, but ended up getting hit by the next hit.
Perfect. Any button that lets you advance forward and cause a huge punter counter state, that's a button for sure.
Just toss him up the overhead.
Yo, she was airborne, okay?
No. That's all hocus pocus. That's the government telling you lies. She wasn't airborne.
Oh, cool. And that's the fluoride in the water?
You might be more like Flint, Michigan.
Oh, God. Well, nothing clean about this offense right now.
Ooh, Can gonna keep everything safe, and again tried for the overhead, but no, tried to press the jab, the whiff punish, and YJK gonna be able to tie it up, and did the same thing, spent all the drive meter, level 3, said now you gotta wait.
Well, yeah, you have to wait, but more importantly, it's letting YJK wait. The more time that you could defrost your opponent while allowing to center yourself means that you are ensuring your victory. Street Fighter or any fighting game is just about the mental as it is the physical.
Okay.
Now, one thing, remember what we talked about with TreeWiz and his propensity to use the command grab? Almost every single throw has been regular throw, which recovers much faster.
Oh my goodness, they're just jumping over each other. Nothing was hitting there for a little bit, but...
Even TreeWiz came down with the light kick, which is a pretty wide...
Where are you running to?
Well, he's going to be running the corner, not by choice.
Ooh, checked him. You better push a faster button next time. And there it is.
Double dip, teriyaki stick, and TreeWiz sticks the landing for the first round.
That's the first time that we've seen him do command grab in a long while.
But it hit for the round.
I mean, that's the best time to do it, right? Oh, caught him low.
Backdash. That's the second time backdash in the second quarter that TreeWiz caught YJK. YJK likes to stay on the gas, but TreeWiz putting up a roadblock.
Oh, I like the blocks. Did the clap, but didn't get anything for it.
We're slowing it down, but that stand medium kick, such a good button on Kimberly.
Oh, they're playing a dangerous game right now.
Especially YJK, a whiff, stand heavy while TreeWiz jumping. That's a death sentence.
Oh, take him to the corner.
We're not going to spend the meter right now just because we could do a little bit more damage and guarantee that victory.
Okay, again, the overhead gets tossed out, and then again, EX slam a damn.
And man, TreeWiz finally does that. How does it, you know it feels really good to have a 100% hit rate with pocket tech.
All right, but has to make sure that he's paying attention to it now, that he doesn't go to the well too many times.
Yeah, you might want to come up dry.
All right, here, but intense neutral here, but YJK going to find the hit, convert on the counter hit, and now just trying to get the Yoki pressure corner.
Yeah, TreeWiz went for the backdash, but unfortunately that's going to put him even deeper into the corner, and this is no man's land. And you can see YJK ain't doing any more throws.
No more throws, and he didn't do any regular overheads in that corner, right?
He did get thrown right there. -6.
Yeah, he's so plus on the sumo walk, and now big stun gonna go up into final round potentially. TreeWiz.
Now an interesting quirk about Honda is you're -6 off of a block drive reversal, and Honda doesn't have a 6 frame, so TreeWiz has to use his 4. Oh!
Oh my goodness, and gonna spin some drive meter here, get the can set up, and then pop out here, just get the parry and go back to this kind of neutral play even in the corner.
Yeah, that's a very unusual quirk of the spray kit. Even if their Kimberly is hit, it will stay on the field.
Oh, no punish on the sweep. Try to get something.
Woo! Good spacing trap from YJK. TreeWiz now trapped in the corner. Trapped in the corner.
Oh, there's level 3s on deck. You got to be careful. And finally, the overhead came back out. You didn't confirm off of it, but the throw again, no.
They didn't believe in it, as they say, and that's absolutely true. How hard does TreeWiz want to fight for this round? It will give him the game, but...
He wanted to fight for it a good bit because he did the EX sumo walk. He's like, if you let me do this to you, I'm going to win, right? Like, he was having that mental... He was trying to break his opponent mentally, but look, throw out of the EX run overhead.
And baits out a button from YJK, and TreeWiz going to send him into the air.
Level 3, yeah, burn him out.
No Shadamas over here, right to my right. Wait, what?
It burned him out, but he immediately level 3 back. I was waiting for you to notice.
Oh, no, I was looking at you. Well, I'm noticing it right now, just like how TreeWiz is going to notice that. But still, YJK stuck in the corner, burnt out.
No meter.
More importantly, no life bar.
Absolutely. And you see GG's exchange. Both of them having a good time here, but TreeWiz advancing into winners final.
What a beautiful tapestry of exchanges. I believe that the X factor is the overhead being stuffed by TreeWiz 90% of the time.
I mean, absolutely for sure. I mean, I especially when the EX run overhead that was supposed to be a meaty got pack thrown. I mean, if you're YJK, you're like, man, I just cannot do anything that's not real.
Yeah, not to mention YJK was playing a very grounded game, and because he wasn't introducing a lot of air options, it meant that the people's elbow was not a viable mix-up tool.
Yeah, I mean, that can also be a little bit difficult against Honda because, like, if Honda's going to look to anti-air you with headbutt, the headbutt will catch the shoulder, or sorry, the elbow drop a lot of the time, too.
Compliments of Guy from Street Fighter. I mean, Final Fight. I almost said Fatal Fury.
Final Fight, yeah. I mean, you had a different FF acronym stuck in your brain.
At least I didn't say Final Fantasy.
You know, fair enough. But did you know Final Fantasy 14? I forgot the whole spiel with. There's like there's an event. There was a special event that went on. Everybody, it was the thing for a bit. I completely forgot it.
That was a very truncated general view of it. Well, you know, it's not general. Hi everyone, welcome back to Street Fighter 6 Thursday at Guildhouse week number 162. My name is Captain No Fun, reporting for duty, and with me right now is Nogoremi.
Oh, you have such a fun thing reporting. I got nothing. I'm just Nogoremi.
Have you seen my reel?
No.
No.
I do know I've never made a reel.
You should fix that. No, literally, I'm going to put myself over here. I literally wrote like a 20-page document on commentary tag.
Oh,
I even did YouTube shorts about commentary tag.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of stuff that you can do. I mean, it's also way different when you only have done like 95% online commentary.
Oh, it's very different, I could tell, because like you don't have the physical element. And
I don't gesture at all.
It's okay. It's okay. Now, this is interesting. Okay, our first mirror match on the stream, chumpslayer versus Mario. Nogoremi, how do you feel about mirror matches?
You know, in losers, I had to fight a Naki mirror match and I lost, so I don't like them that much.
Was it Aki guy?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of narrowed the field right there.
Well, there's 6 Akis in the bracket tonight.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, we're all out now, I think. Aki guy was the only one left in. But who's looking left in right now is Mario keeping this corner in control.
Need to figure out who's who. Okay, Mario is the pink jury. I hate the fact that they picked the same costume.
You don't like the Street Fighter 5 costume?
No, it's for the fact that I have a hard time telling who's who.
That's why I pay attention at the start, but look at that. Burning yourself out, but able to get the hit confirm off the low forward into the kill. Mario up around.
Yeah, significant life advantage, but, you know, life advantage is only life advantage.
I mean, this game is so volatile. I mean, in 2 hits, you can be completely put on the back foot.
Also, your opponent has time to adjust. Nice slow back. Mario really playing it slow, but runs into a big button from chumpslayer, steals his turn back.
Yeah, but get off of me, EXCP, and then the dive kick. Oh, into the overhead. Working on a bit more here than before, but couldn't get the confirmed.
chumpslayer unable to approach. This is a very keep away style that I'm noticing.
Yeah, I mean, Mario just does not want chumpslayer to be able to run the game. I mean, if you can make sure that it's the Mario show, there's no Luigi to compete with.
What is also interesting is that Mario is keeping out chumpslayer with his own character. He's using the same exact tools, but in a different way.
Oh, held that parry just a little too long. Was looking for a little bit of bait, but didn't come.
Yeah, did not bite on the hook right there. Mario went fishing, but instead got boots to the face.
Right, but not letting that dissuade from this offense. Just pushing to the corner immediately. Even the stray hits are just adding damage.
chumpslayer got knocked back. Oh, man. Drive rush, crouching medium punch. And this is going to be very dangerous for Mario.
Yeah, getting hit a few times just to try to avoid this burnout situation. Dash forward, EX Fireball, now level 3 in the jump over. Going to be able to avoid it, but no punish.
Oh, man, I don't even want to say that's a Bay Area punish because there was no punish. It was just air.
Oh, you hate to see it, but look at this. chumpslayer trying to make sure that he doesn't lose his lead. Has the burnout still on Mario, but Mario fighting back.
Yeah, Mario Probably going to hold back. No, doesn't hold back. Pushes forward and gets pressed on for his trouble. And you see that little inhale from Mario, like, whoo.
I could not believe that chumpslayer just did heavy fuha over Mario's dash forward, low medium kick. And it was just insane to me.
Oh man, chumpslayer knows that pressure is fake. You're not going to knowledge check his jury in front of him.
Oh my goodness. In close range, these guys are just whiffing the jabs, and it's just a guess to see if somebody presses and takes an extra turn.
Yeah, nobody's biting on this frame traps. Home Alone is not being applied here, but what is being applied is some pretty good pressure from chumpslayer. It still gets pressed on.
Yo, you had the jabs into the confirm, but you didn't finish it, and now you got overhead reset, and that should be another round for chumpslayer here.
Yeah, you're going to spend the level 1. Wise decision. If you could get the kill, do it.
Absolutely. You can never be cheap on a date. You got to spend the cash.
This is the second time we use the dating metaphor. I like it.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
Yeah. But if you get on a lot of dates like that, you will be broke.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You got to make sure you stay off of Tinder, bro.
Level 1. This is going to be some really good damage, but more importantly, the corner carry from Jury's level 1 is insane.
Yeah, and be able to get the Oki double dash without spinning drive meter, but no anti-air. Mario looking in a bit of trouble right now.
Oh, but still gets popped in. Yeah, Mario is not the type of player when he's losing, he's going to back away.
No, you can even see challenging a dash forward. They're going to be able to spin the level 1 here just to tie it up around a piece. I lied. He did it again. He did the OS. Don't you dare backdash me.
That was insane. Because chumpslayer wasn't even in burnout, so that was it was risking a decent amount. He had a lot of life.
Well, again, he went for the meaty throw, so either you woke up EXDP or you woke up backdash or forward jump, right? And so he took the guess that it was going to be a backdash, but none of that's mattering right now. chumpslayer getting the early hits, getting the CA spin, and now look at this close-up burnout, has such dominant life lead.
Not to mention, chumpslayer has 1 game over Mario, so this will put him in a nice 2-0 lead. Walking right on top of it, literally, and this is just to make space and just give a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, and trying to recover some of this drive gauge without being in too much danger.
Great challenge with the crouching light, but chumpslayer is still on the attack.
Uh-oh. Burnout in the corner. Yeah, nothing more that you can do. That was all a true string, and chumpslayer definitely going to go up 2 now.
Yeah, C for chumpslayer, because that's what the round would have said when you win by block damage.
Yeah, chip out. Yeah.
Or in Street Fighter Alpha, it was a block of cheese.
Dude, the cheese was always good, man. I hate that they took it away.
I do miss round-specific icons. Alpha 3 was so goated for that.
The letters are just so boring. All right. Sometimes you can try to spell stuff, which is more fun. Oh, both of them just trying to play this mid-range game here, seeing who's gonna be the aggressor first.
Walking into the space. Oh man, chumpslayer better spacing. Jury has really good buttons for whip punishing.
Oh, caught him trying to walk forward, and that's going to be the round here for Mario. Let's see if this is going to be the turning point, right? Like, you got to lock in now, Mario. Like, you need to start your streak.
This is the time when, if Mario starts winning, that's when chumpslayer goes, oh, crap. But Mario has 2 rounds to do this.
I mean, chumpslayer looking in the driver's seat right now. Not playing double dash, only 1 driver.
This is the Bay Area. Maybe it's no drivers with those AI cars. But there's nothing artificial about that very intelligent move from Mario, because this is going to burn out chumpslayer and take him right to the corner.
All right, now Mario can have the control, but again, 1 confirmed from chumpslayer here. It's going to level 2. And yeah, easy clap. Didn't even do the extra hit, just did the neutral jump to get the max damage punish that he could there.
Not to mention, because he only spent the level 2, we got that level 1 ready for emergency situations.
Yeah, and just like that, Mario, no meter, stuck in the corner. Oh, this is looking really bad. chumpslayer trying to take this full 3-0.
Oh, beautiful jump from Mario.
Oh.
Huge damage. And we can see the difference in outlooks. Mario did not dash underneath. He just said, I'm just going to push you forward further to the left side.
Whew. Trying to get spicy with the drive impact, but all just parries, and now level 2 again, going to burn out just using the hit.
And using the drive impact to really carry our opponent further. chumpslayer doesn't care about damage. Well, you know what? When you have this light lead, you can't get damage.
Yeah, pretty rough there for Mario going out. Going down to losers 3-0. But look at this saying that that was either crouch medium punch or forward medium punch. I don't know exactly which one he was gesturing for.
Oh man, that's always fun fun and frustrating when you get bested by your own character. Even more frustrating when the person playing your character is considered one of the better players in the Bay Area.
Absolutely, and because you always want to stick it to people that are feeling themselves. You're like, man, this guy's up to. I gotta stop him. I have to be the one that stops him, right? I can't let this guy keep rolling.
And it typically in the matchup between Mario and Chumpslayer has definitely persevered more times than Mario. So like the one time Mario gets the one game, he's gonna pop off as much as Mario will allow himself to pop off.
Yeah, definitely tries to be a little more contained than some of our other competitors,
Yeah,
right? Like a lot of the Fitz kids kind of pop off, they get big, but Mario's just trying to keep it controlled.
I've been on the Evo Grand Stage. I got a reputation to protect.
I can't be popping off at locals.
What am I? What am I, Hungry Box?
That's how you get crabs thrown at you, okay?
Did you ever see that video, like the type of people who pop off at tournaments?
No, I didn't.
It's like, the dance, the soul left my body.
You have the people that are just throwing chairs and breaking stuff.
Yeah, the Hungry Box.
The Hungry Box. I think Escalante did that at TNS9, right? Like he broke a chair.
It wasn't a pop off, but I know a friend of my wife's who. During a tournament, there was a big fist fight, and she put someone in a rear naked choke.
All right. I understand why you married her.
No, that was her friend.
Oh, her friend?
That was her friend.
I hope that friend is married.
Oh, no. Yeah, she was a real one. I was like, damn. fighting in pools.
What's worse is that could have been in a pool, right? Like. You only told me half the story. Like, they could have been fighting in a pool.
Yeah. I'll show you the 1-2 me.
How dare you cannonball next to me?
Oh, man. Fighting games are dumb. I love it. We have lost a little bit of our way with the strive for professionalism, as I say.
The esports scene?
Yeah.
Grassroots all day, man.
There needs to be a little bit of that roughness in the fighting game community.
This is why they let me on the mic.
I thought it was just because the chair was open.
No. We're trying to go back to grassroots. We're trying to break the esports.
Oh, does that mean I need to swear like 5 times and tell the other player that lost is trash? Like, why are you doing that? Come on! Oh God, no! Oh yeah, that's it. Here, watch this.
I love by the fact that you said this, you still didn't curse.
dude, I have a rep. Here, watch this. Modern era, old era of FGC. Modern era, old era of FGC. Right here. This is how you know. Oh, I'm so sorry for doing that. Sorry, Tech. I'm not doing that anymore.
They look so mad. Dude, but watching Evo and then just having like James Shin yell really loud and then the mics just cut because they peak and they just there's no gate, it just cuts. I'm like, this is great.
It's so good. I love commentary too much.
I mean, it's just one of the things where the older I get, the more that I'm just like, man, I don't know if I want to do play-by-play anymore. I just kind of want to hop on a mic like Seth Killian and talk about the psychology of a player and like what it means to be good and all of this other stuff, right? Like that to me is like where you start like realizing like what is it like to be in the player's shoes, but how do you relate that mindset
because
to the?
It's basically you stopped fascinating about the what and you're focusing on the why.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is way more interesting than the what, in my opinion, because you actually get to know what's going on in these players' head. And if you haven't been a pro player, or if you're trying to work to be a pro player, you're like, I need to think about things this way, right, and completely differently, potentially.
I agree. The what is not just the button being pressed, it's why they press that distance, why they're getting to that distance, why are they choosing the things. Sometimes a reset is a drop, and sometimes a drop is a reset. Right,
and also just like, how does one player know that the other player is going to like wake up with an EX reversal or a super or like any of these other things, right? Because like that's really where like the mind game is.
Watching offline is just better, for real. I can't even play online anymore for good matches. People are too random and match oriented. You know, is some if they keep beating you, can you really call it random? No, I'm serious, right? Like that means you're just not on their layer.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm gonna say it. Sometimes we play too smart for our opponent.
Yeah, and then this is what I'll say one hand stance is that if you're feeling that way, like your opponent's just mashing on you and you don't know what to do about it, or like you feel like you can't do anything about it, you likely need to restructure your offense.
Or just stop.
Or just let them do.
Yeah, just let them do something. Like, well, man, they always wake up when I dash. Maybe just dash and not hit a button.
Yeah. All
Julio
right, and you see, we talked about dashes. Julio round start dash,
which is unusual for JP. People's elbow gets caught early.
Yeah, letting YJK know that he can't do anything here.
With JP, you really feel like you can't do anything.
You really can't. You try to push fierce and got immediately with punish.
Now, one thing worth mentioning that this is an early trip to losers for Julio, which is rare.
Yeah, and you have to imagine the YJK is a little salty that he has to fight Julio. Now it's like, man, I could have washed up losers.
I could have gotten my easy money. Julio definitely the type of person where we fund his beer money.
I can't believe he dash forward again on round start, but this time YJK kind of caught him out. Didn't get a full combo, but now we're just back in this neutral space. Run, stop, throw, toss him up again. No, wake up, level 1, get off me.
And the backdash is going to put us on the mid screen.
Just not blocking your dump, just got hit by the jump in after the departure.
Putting that spike in just to make our opponent just scare us.
Yeah, I mean, the departure just controls so much of the space and the spikes and everything adding onto it. Like, Julio's really good at making that mental gameplay stack, and as well as just having the combos on top of it to make sure that his opponents don't last too long on the field.
But this is also a very rough match for Kimberly. No projectiles. She does have a million ways to get in, but they're all heavily telegraphed.
Yeah, I mean, you might think that, oh, I should try to EX teleport or get in more, but it's just not going to work out that much. Had the whip punish, but didn't get the full combo into a knockdown, and now Julio just back in the driver's seat.
And look at that drive gauge disparity between both people. And Julio Fuentes, I love how he just walked forward, not drive forward, walked forward.
You got to make sure you're in the right space for yourself, but a miss on the meaty spike, and now look at this, YJK able to get something going for himself, but no.
Okay, great lockdown from YJK. Maintains the turn with the +1 crouching medium kick. That's also plus, but still Julio doesn't care. Presses that button, and now set point for Julio Fuentes.
It's only plus if you respect it, okay?
I mean, yeah.
All right, but now you're seeing YJK trying to get this run pressure started, but did the fake, and Julio just right in the face, drive rush all the way in.
Yes. Bent drive gauge for a little bit of space and just stay out of that corner. And now YJK getting hit on, has to back away from the departure.
Yeah, but not able to get any space. EX departure in the corner to the teleport just to see if you're going to keep holding that parry.
Oh, let's go. The button a little too long, and right now, level 3, Julio Fuentes. Everything he wants to do has been hidden.
All right, but not quite enough to kill. Going to have the departure, and you try to escape it. You try to move yourself forward enough to get out of range. You're never out of it.
Departure, more like YJK is dearly departed. 2-0 for Julio Fuentes. YJK, I don't know if it's going to be a spacing-oriented Kimberly, but instead we're just going to go aggro.
Yeah, I mean, you tried to play slow, and you just saw that Julio was able to kind of match that, but entirely own that pace too. But now you're going to see the space get something. He couldn't deal with the rush down, so he just made the space.
Holy cow, using the people's elbow to make a normal whip, and YJK ready with that button. Now Julio Fuentes doesn't do an amnesia, instead try to jump.
Oh, but punish counter on the stand, fierce. YJK getting a little too aggressive.
But still, that stand medium kick, that is going to be the button that wins YJK the round, but can he win the game with it?
I think so. I mean, you got to imagine Kimberly's sand medium kick is like a Shoto's, but it's special cancelable, which allows her to drive rush into the overhead, into the corner. Oh, throw loop city?
Not quite. We're going to have to put a permit on that throw loop. Can't build that here.
Ooh, mash and jab on the jump out.
And
put him back.
Yeah, target combo allows Kimberly to get the side switch, and YJK is in a very privileged position. Level 3, burnt out. Let's do this.
Showing that he's no slouch here, going to be able to take at least one game here.
Yeah, YJK is no slouch, but Julio Fuentes has to stand up and stand at attention and respect this player for what he just did.
I mean, a perfect KO. You can never slouch at that.
And did you hear that? Right there. Instant restart.
Oh, Julio believes in himself. You got nothing to worry about there. even when he's in losers, he has that mind of a competitor, right?
More than a competitor, a mind of a professional champion. Julio Fuentes was the player to fear back in the Street Fighter 5 days.
Ooh, okay.
Frank,
He just woke up sweep!
whoa, that is a slow button. We usually use our 4 frame, but not Julio. He did sweep. The confidence of this man.
I mean, if you push low forward as JP, you don't get a lot off of it, neither from the light kick either. So he just woke up sweep, said, if you're not gonna hit me.
Woo, that's that combo you were looking for.
I think he could have done something a little bit better, but he burned out, which means that he needs to do a little bit more pressure, and he finds the low forward after the sweep.
You know, JP's low forward kick reminds me of Guile's low forward kick. Just a really good annoying button that you can't really combo off of.
Yeah, I mean, entirely true, unless it's counter hit, and then it's just like, man, that does too much damage.
Crane kick, Daniel-san, wax on, wax off.
Yeah, and now you're going to see Julio just trying to wax all over YGK right now, trying to make him sparkle like a brand new car.
At least you didn't say Brazilian.
No. I know that we're playing on the Mexico stage, but it's not quite South America.
Okay. Julio Fuentes keeping it on the other side of the stage. YJK wanted to go for the magic elbow whiff, but not yet. Julio Fuentes very patient.
Yeah, not even anti-airing, just waiting to see what YJK is going to do. Gets the cancel into the level 3. It's going to be enough.
That is a lot of enough because YJK unfortunately will be going home today. But you got eliminated by Julio Fuentes, so you lost to one of the best.
Yeah, that's like me being that mad that I lost to El Cubano on stream. I'm like, come on, man. He's been playing since Street Fighter 4. He's way better than me.
And then, you know, Cubano Loco will be like, hey, man, that was a pretty good game. Yeah.
No, I mean, we had a good conversation afterwards. I'm not hating on him.
No.
He's such a good guy.
He is a ray of sunshine.
Yeah, he was just like, man, I felt really like he was just like, man, I was so rusty in the first game because he blew in right out of work and then was playing, but none of that really mattered because Julio absolutely dominating everybody. So it doesn't matter what El Cabana was doing.
That is a reminiscent of the standings. Remember, YJK did take 3rd place over at Magitech with losing to Julio and Samurai. So Julio keeping the pecking order on the food pyramid very consistent.
Absolutely, you can't let the upstarts get too crazy.
Yeah, you better show those young kids, put them in the corner where they belong.
Absolutely, and you know, I mean, Julio's been playing pretty much every Street Fighter he's played. I think he really started in 3, but then started competing more with 4 and then 5, right? So
5 was his breakout one.
Yeah, well, I remember him in 4. I remember seeing like some tournament with him. I'm like, I can't believe that he beat this person. I can't even remember who he beat. But I'm just like, man, that's crazy. I'll see if anything more happens, and like nothing more happens.
Great. Now,
we talked about the man, and he showed up.
He showed up, but El Cubano Loco notoriously hates the mirror match.
Yeah.
He hates the mirror match.
He usually swaps, right?
He will swap to M. Bison.
What a cheap guy.
Now, we have seen situations like when fighting chumpslayer, when he's down 2 games, he will switch to the jury just for the mix-up. But knowing Cubano Loco, he's going to try to make the Bison last as long as he can.
I mean, we'll have to see. And I didn't notice this earlier, but Mario has hand covers on his stick.
Yeah, he's yes, he is. It's
that takes me way back to like watching who's the Street Fighter 4 Vega from Japan? Reiketsu?
Dang, that's an old name.
He would do the same thing as well, like have the full, almost like the full box that you put your hands into, right?
You know what? You know, I remember this old tech. This was back in the CVS 2 days, right?
Okay.
Where you would do like a motion and then slap the arcade.
Yeah.
Like, bam, and to force a jump.
Yeah. Just trying to get them to flinch, man. I mean, people used to have fake buttons map too to try to do the same thing here, but no fake buttons here, and you even see El Cubano rocking the jury.
Yeah, this is very unusual. I don't think Cubano Loco is confident of his Bison in this matchup.
I mean, if you're saying that he's had to switch back to jury, he definitely hasn't been winning this matchup with Bison.
Among the jury players, Cubano Loco is the one on the receiving end of the losses, unfortunately. So I get it. So stick to the jury. Maybe he wants to get more comfortable in the mirror. This is a local at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's for learning, and you can make a little bit of side money, but really it's for the love of the game and the community.
And just using this time to put yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable while the stakes are low.
Yeah,
this is not Texas Showdown top 8, okay? So you could put yourself in a little bit of a handicap.
Yeah, and usually you can see that El Cubano is like usually so good at this minute spacing, but Mario just making this such a difficult game for El Cubano to play. If there was a throw there, man, El Cubano would have been eating such a combo here, but EXEP, get off me.
Oh, holy big jump-ins, Batman.
Oh, and tried to get the Shim Sham, but waking up low for just to call that out.
Counter hit low, cracking light, excellent. Mario still can win this, same with Cubano. It's looking real close.
Yeah, but you can just see Mario just playing way more patient now that he had like this kind of dominance in the drive meter situation.
Oh, they trade, but when they trade, Mario's going to be on the losing end.
Ooh, good block.
Oh, Cubano got that, man.
Anti-air going in and EXCP knowing that you're going to overcommit.
Now, you talked about before why players do that. Let's go ahead and break down that interaction. Mario one hit away. The most obvious layer 1 move was the overhead. He read the layer 1 and got the 1 on the round.
Well, really, it was just any button. You're trying to continue your offense at all? No. You have to hard read that there's going to be a DP and do drive rush block, which is just sometimes the hardest thing to do. You're like, I spent the drive meter. I got to do it.
Slow march up, and Mario got to eat that level 3. The receiving on the air, good damage, and I believe this switches sides? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, so still going to be close to the corner, and one touch on El Cubano, but look at this. Got the jump in with the medium punch, but not able to get any good confirm here.
And that crouching jab was allowing Cubano to make the much needed space so he could do this. Takes himself the first game.
Yeah, that's always the unfortunate thing when you spend your level 3 first in the final round. You're like, man, if they hit their level 3, it's going to be so much worse.
You know what this reminds me of? Okay, this is a very, I don't want to say an obscure reference, but a lesser one. Remember the first Fast and the Furious?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, where the mechanic pops his nos early and he's winning and the other guy's too early.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when you pop your level 3 like that.
I mean, that's a classic story of the tortoise and the hare, right? Like,
yeah.
you gotta wait, you gotta be patient. But not patient at all. El Cubano Loco waking up with the EXCP, got burnt out and then stunned in the corner here.
Holy cow, big damage on Mario's plate right now, and he's not going to be able to go through the buffet for a second health.
Yeah, but El Cubano Loco did not let the pressure exist in the corner, keeps pressing buttons, keeps finding these opportunities, going to spin to level 1 just to maintain this pressure.
And also doing just enough drive gate damage. If Mario blocks, 2 hits, he's burnt out, but that's not going to happen, especially with that throw landing. I
mean, you exactly as you were saying with the burnout being close, Mario just woke up, backdash, jump back, and just found his opportunity.
I like what Striker Man wrote, Tortoise and the Hare is the greatest tragedy I ever read. You know what? Striker Man would be in that, he would be on the chat like, man, Hare had a really good rush down, he just threw the game away.
Very, very true. I mean,
salty Ben's Tortoise and the Hare.
Oh my goodness. Talking about salty, El Cubano Loco upping the offense right now. He does not want to sit back on defense and play patient right now.
I mean, a Cubano sandwich is very salty, so I'm not surprised.
I can't, you're not wrong.
No, but it's still very delicious. Huge jump in by Cubano Loco.
Uh-oh, not as delicious as this toadstool that looks like it's coming up.
Cubano Loco taking that level 3, and Mario, yep, this is going to kill, especially since it's critical art. Just play the cutscene and let's get to the next round. By the way, how big of a sandwich would Jury order if she wanted it to be on?
It depends. Are there 2 feet as the slices of bread?
Correct. Well, more so it's a foot long.
Ah, see, you got me there.
Well, that's stuff. And those people were doing that for real, not those new players that shimmy just to look like they know what they're doing.
No, that was real shimmy. He just did sweep. he did a sword and then did sweep, just calling out a walk forward. Mario just being a little bit crazy here, even with the drive impact.
Safe jump, catches him solo.
Oh my goodness.
Sham sham, to quote you.
Yo, Mario has just found every hole in El Cubano's game plan, but now you can see the mix-up. El Cubano can't stay too stagnant here.
No, I like the fireballs just to stop the momentum, but Cubano Loco, oh man, set point from Mario. This is going to be a very tragic 0-3.
Yeah, you know when you press your low crush button, but then they just whiff punish it with the low?
Like, come on, man!
You're like, I was trying to beat that!
Yeah, Striking Man says Cubano getting impatient, and I
That's
do
very
agree.
true. Okay. He was very patient there. Walk forward, walk back at the Shim Sham. I really do have that as a catchphrase, huh?
Yeah, that's why I haven't been saying it. You can take it, dude.
Listen, the little rhyme never hurt anybody.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what rhymes history, because Mario has done this before, and history both repeats and rhymes.
Yeah, I mean, those that don't study history are doomed to repeat it. It looks like...
Or, in this case with Jury, repeat it.
All right, it was great commentating with you guys.
Captain No Pun reporting for duty.
All right, but Mario doing a fantastic job there, staying alive in the bracket.
Striking Man writes, this game sucks. You know, that Striking Man, hair supporter 2025.
Unfortunately, the tortoise wins out this time.
Impatience was the downfall for El Cubano Loco. Especially that last round, the 2 rounds before where he was taking all of those fireballs when he was trying to dash in.
Yeah.
It's a trap, right? Like, I'm going to do it once. Oh, they won't expect me to do it again. They won't expect me to do it a 3rd time. It only works when you're winning, not when you're losing.
Oh, how many times I've woken up like invincible reversal, and I'm like, they won't expect me to do it again.
Oh, no. How did you read my mind?
Oh, I've done it like 4 or 5 times. Whatever game, as much meters I can use to EX reversal or invincible reversal, I'll do it. I'll do it until I'm dead.
Because you're gonna die by your terms, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna let somebody condition me into blocking. Come on.
I don't even know what conditioner is. Apparently, it's for your hair.
Oh, I definitely know what conditioner. I haven't used it in a bit though. My hair's a little too frizzy today.
Yeah, so is mine.
Yeah. You know, we all know what it's like.
Hello, everybody. Again, welcome back to Guildhouse 162 Street Fighter 6. Nogo Remy with me in the booth. Captain No Fun reporting for the duty. And this has been a very fundamentally sound bracket, wouldn't you say?
I mean, well, this top 8 has been a very fundamentally sound top 8. I was in the bracket. I was not fundamentally sound.
Well, I was talking about the matches on stream.
I was on stream.
Well, I mean, the other guy had fundamentally sound.
Oh, okay. That guy's out of the tournament now. Okay, leave me alone.
So you got, you are, like true jury fashion. I'll have my revenge. Remember that quote from 4?
Yeah, except Mario had my revenge for me. You gotta have people to back you up.
Or you mean like a hitman? No, this is a match of the ages.
You're talking about 2 hit men. I mean, they will assassinate everybody in the game.
Well, I mean, TreeWiz did put a bounty on himself.
Yeah, he got taken the hell out. I almost cursed right there.
No, hell's okay.
No, you don't understand. I pivoted last second.
Oh, you option select.
Yeah, so, what is commentary all about?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. So you know how we have delayed jabs, we have delayed words, and gets the reversal.
yeah, or you do the James, and this is not gonna kill.
Yeah, that's it. That's equivalent like charging Marissa's normal, like wait for it. Okay.
V-drive impacted. Look at the damage.
Okay. Or they did nothing but on plus, so I'm gonna keep going.
Absolutely.
Now these 2 players have fought each other so many times, 100 sets on stream collectively through all of their fighting game career. chumpslayer versus TreeWiz, and now look, TreeWiz is smiling again, which he wasn't doing earlier today.
I mean, when you're up against a homeboy, right? Both fits, and so both have been on the grind together, right?
And fighting in the streets. Both of these players, they are very hungry. Julio Fuentes is the player who's established his legendhood, and both TreeWiz and chumpslayer, while they're really, really damn good, they're just waiting for that big moment to break out.
Oh my goodness! Twice we saw TreeWiz just whiff punish chumpslayer, and then even now bringing out the OD command grab.
We are now in the blender. Miss space time for that.
Yeah, he unfortunately missed the confirm off of the punish counter crouch jab, and now going to eat a bit of damage for it, but TreeWiz just trying to stay alive here.
But E-Honda is a very beefy man, so beefy that he has 500 health more than the average Street Fighter player, and the stop sign is going to put a stop to that first round. And TreeWiz early lead, but it's not the definitive lead.
Yeah, I mean, all we saw there was 2 great whip punishes out of TreeWiz taking that round for the most part, and now chumpslayer just trying to establish his offense here, peppering with the normals.
There's some sizzle on that pepper. Ah!
You tried.
I did try.
Oh, but at the classic E-Honda special, you know, headbutt into just mash parry, see if you're going to press something. And now look at this corner control from chumpslayer, not letting TreeWiz out, but he's going to force his way out.
Wow, using a crouching light kick. I forgot that Honda has that button.
I mean, I don't even know what it looks like, to be fair. Wasn't it a crouch medium kick? I don't know.
I don't know.
Ooh, perfect parry on the butt slam. You're not getting out of the corner for free?
No, you're going to have to pay for a little bit. Add insult to injury. That was a crouching medium. Wanted to hit stop the drive rush, but chumpslayer just a little bit different on that timing.
Yeah, and there's like three flubs in that last little second, but, you know, chumpslayer coming out on top.
Well, 4 flubs because I got one too, remember.
I mean, we're all flubbing. All right, but TreeWiz definitely not flubbing this combo. Going to take so much damage. Spend the level 3-2, just recover his own drive gauge. Like we said earlier, you gotta burn to gain and burn your opponent too.
chumpslayer does have level 3, but half his life is gone. Backed up in the corner, less than 3 drive guards, and disengaged. Excellent choice.
He was a second away. He was planting the seed for next time. Next time you see him do that down forward heavy kick, he's gonna command grab.
Delayed off of the sumo walk and went for the overhead again. Punish counter.
He canceled it, but he still got counter hit. That's all I'm saying. I was right.
No, perfect parry for chumpslayer.
All right, the CA on deck now can definitely do it big. Just one big combo here.
Oh man, that was barely mistimed off the whip punish, but chumpslayer still finds the hit into the CA. That's going to be some really good damage. And
it's close to burnout. It's going to be just a pixel.
Back. No, it's the burnout. That's going to be the
pixel on the life bar. Come on.
All these 3 jumps in.
Uh-oh. Yeah, easy chip out there. Nothing you can do in between all of that.
That was a real checkmate situation, and I could see the vision that TreeWiz was doing by jumping backwards, but chumpslayer was way too patient for that. Not going to fall for that, Anakin.
He just pushed forward roundhouse, and chumpslayer immediate jump in, getting this corner early.
I forgot we are in winners finals.
Absolutely. This is the first of 3, in case you didn't know, in the chat. And chumpslayer trying to make it only a first of 3. You're trying to only watch 3 games.
Whenever there's a first of 3 and it's 3 games won, that's every TO's favorite fantasy.
I'm trying to go home tonight. Tomorrow's a work day.
Resets are great, but not for me.
I got to work tomorrow.
Oh, man. Finally, standing medium sails in.
Ooh, and TreeWiz full of sumo spirit right now. Let's see what difference that's going to make in the face of this feng shui.
Yeah, that's some feng shui spirit right there.
You got to make sure that your furniture is organized right.
Dude, that's one of my favorite missions in Sleeping Dogs, where you got to mess with some guy's feng shui.
I forgot about that.
Nobody should be forgetting Sleeping Dogs. That's a great game. Back dash. Oh, catches TreeWiz on the dash in.
Ooh.
Interrupts the grab.
Yeah, now scramble situation is just going all in the favor of chumpslayer.
Oh, TreeWiz wanted to hit a button.
Yeah, now you can see just shaking his head, feeling a little bit out of it, taking another sip, trying to unlock Beer Whiz here.
Well, yeah, Beer Whiz is a very powerful buff for TreeWiz because, you know, yes, he gets to play a little bit looser, but more importantly, it lets you play a little bit dumb because it really feels like chumpslayer is at that level where he's reading level 1 TreeWiz, what he wants to do and what he wants to do. But what if he doesn't know what he wants to do?
I mean, sometimes you got to get out of your own head, right? All right, but maybe we got too much Beer Whiz. looking a little sloppy out here right now. Ooh, big whiff throw. Going to be able to easily clean it up. chumpslayer now on match point. Is he going to go into grand finals winner side with a clean 3-0?
Sitting on the throne, as I say.
I mean, absolutely. Just not the porcelain one.
great sail in from TreeWiz, standing medium punch, and that's a unique quirk from E Honda to give up Oki for the buff.
Ooh, okay, good confirm here.
Yep, you spend that.
Yeah, safe jump there, gonna keep you safe, and now just parry. Look at all of that, stopping all pressure from that Feng Shui.
And this is some great patience for chumpslayer. He feels, you know, you would normally feel compelled to just throttle the offense when you play buff, but chumpslayer's okay. Okay.
He was almost okay, but now he's in a corner. Granted, Feng Shui ran out, and he got the backdash. We're gonna be able to kill here if he spins it all.
TreeWiz is not going to range for furniture, but he's definitely going to range chumpslayer's face with a sumo walk. Set point versus survival point.
I mean, does TreeWiz have it in him? That sip of beer doing all that it can.
Liquid courage, as they say.
Tried to do the double drive rush, but getting called out by TreeWiz, pressing that jab quickly.
Yeah, that 4-frame jab did great wonders at stopping that interaction, but unfortunately, it's going to really scale the damage of this super.
I mean, you're guaranteed at least a minimum 50% with any level 3.
I know, minimum 50%. Oh, listen, I only got $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, you can see just how much damage. Did the fake into the clap here, just trying to call something out here, but nothing happened, and chumpslayer just fighting in this close range space. Headbutts flying, trying to get this burnout.
And chumpslayer so close to burnout. I believe that's one of the reasons why he ate that headbutt.
Absolutely, and you can see it gave him enough drive gauge to stay out of that burnout situation.
Oh, wanted to catch him in the middle of the Fuha. And TreeWiz winning the drive gauge battle and the life battle.
Oh, but stuck in the corner now.
However,
aggressive drive reversal, able to keep the pressure.
I'm not seeing any parries for TreeWiz at this moment, but I do see an anti-air for chumpslayer. And
Oh,
this level
no.
2!
It does not work. The armor frames from the headbutt enough, and TreeWiz didn't even know that was going to work.
Beer Wiz is here! That wasn't a TreeWiz move. That was a Beer Wiz move. Last minute OD torpedo.
Yeah, get out of my face. I'm winning.
Hold. And now you can see the tides have turned.
I mean, again, it's not up to TreeWiz to win. It's up to chumpslayer to defeat BeerWiz. All right.
You know, it's
oh no.
Oh
no.
It's Thor Ragnarok. You know, I can't beat you, but he can. It's just a drunk TreeWiz.
All right, but chumpslayer doing his best here, getting this early corner control.
Dude, Striker Man, if TreeWiz wins with this, we need to take whatever beer he's drinking, bottle it up, and keep it in a special mug for Evo.
I mean, that's absolutely true. Only a couple months away. Wait for that.
Mike's secret stuff, man. We'll reuse the Space Jam plot. Woo!
Okay, but big level 1 spin here, trying to do as much damage as possible and push to the corner most importantly.
Honda pushes back, though, with vengeance.
Honda pushes back, too.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. This is going to be it. chumpslayer will take this round. Oh, he'll have to use the level 1. Now, this is an interesting situation. chumpslayer had to burn a level 1, meaning TreeWiz has level 3, but still needs to win 2 more rounds.
I thought that overhead actually was going to hit for a second, but the jab trade out, and now we're just kind of sitting in this neutral game, but Chump getting some hits.
That was so scary. I thought he wouldn't make it in time.
Oh my goodness, but this corner is so close to TreeWiz. You got to be so careful here. You don't have a lot of room to space.
This is so tense right now, I got to tell you that, Aragami.
Oh my goodness, level 2's activated. So much pressure here in the corner. Toss up one time, do it again.
1/4 of the bar left.
Kick again. I hate being right. What can I say?
And TreeWiz hates the fact that he lost that set. Drop it all the way down to the loser side from winners. chumpslayer is going to be sitting on the privileged position of grand finals. Now we just got to see who's going to be waiting for him. I don't know what happened to Julio. We just saw TreeWiz lose.
Well, next should be Julio versus Mario, right?
Oh, yeah.
That should be loser semis. I remember bracket math. I'm good.
Man, I am actually, that's one of the things I'm really bad at is bracket math. Like, I always see all the really good commentators, they have start.gg on their phone, and I go, that person's on screen.
That is fair enough. I definitely ran enough tournaments in my day, you know. Ran the club in college to have fighting games. Yo, Kumo! One of my excellent co-commentators that I had the pleasure of meeting and speaking with at Fitz study session.
Coach Kuma holding it down at top 10, top 8 with James Chen over at Red Bull Kumite. I will keep repeating this fact, Kumo.
It's a good fact.
It's a very good fact. And just like how Kumo is a very good coach.
Oh, look, I was right. It's Julio and Mario.
Bracket math.
You know, I could have looked at the other cameras and figured that out earlier. But
yeah.
That
technology.
Yeah, I don't know. I only saw the chat and I saw a big screen.
Pleasure meeting you, my friend, and thanks, CNF. Oh, that's me, Captain No Fun.
I thought it was Captain No Pun.
Oh, yeah, that too. Sometimes it's Captain No other F word, but here we go. Mario versus Julio. This is definitely a match where Julio has come on the winner's side a lot more often, but you know, one of my favorite things about fighting games is anyone can win and anyone can lose.
Ooh, immediate jab check on the dash forward. Mario tried to get a little bit sneaky.
Mario has a lot of anime game experience, but he does play rock solid Street Fighter fundamentals.
You know, despite being in the scene for quite a while here, he definitely has the reactions to keep up with it.
That's anime fighters, man. They move fast. I've been trying to play a little bit of Under Night and Birth.
You just gotta win. You just gotta win Vorpal, man.
Yeah, just the little grid.
Yeah.
Win the cycle.
Win the cycle. Save the world.
Oh, beautiful check with the crouch medium punch. Now that's actually very poetic because it's usually Julio who stops the drive rush with the crouch medium, not the other way around.
Oh my goodness. Just waited for that jump. Watch Julio whip. Dive kick right in. Tried to get away from the portal. Reset.
Hold that parry a little bit too long.
I don't know why he did low ghost there. This doesn't seem quite right to me, but you know, it's working out for Mario, so who's to blame?
Oh God, stand heavy whip punish. And the level 1, I agree with this decision. Just get Mario to the opposite end. He has to work so hard to get there.
Yeah, and just when you think that Julio's going to keep zoning, he immediately drive rush in to find that combo.
2 level 1s. Julio had a significant meter disadvantage, but he only needs less than half to get level 2.
Ooh, the sneaky surprise half screen sweep coming out from Julio, just trying to make sure that Mario's paying attention.
Well, Mario was definitely paying attention, catches the drive rush, and immediately early level 3, but that's because Julio quite some distance from his own level 3.
Yeah, I mean, spending all of the level 1s earlier, but I mean, he could easily take it a couple level 1s, some good damage.
Missed time to throw.
The Julio dash forward command grab.
The mental gauge is so high, so I understand why that hits.
And you also don't expect, you know, the zoner to dash forward command grab you.
But I definitely expect the zoner to dash forward in level 3. This is going to be the first game to Julio Fuentes.
Yeah, we were talking about the calling card of TreeWiz earlier being that OD command grab when your opponent's in the corner. Dash forward command grab ghost is definitely Julio's calling card.
And, you know, it looks very similar to his fireballs. The only thing you really have is the sound effects.
Absolutely, and it can catch a lot of people off guard.
Crouching medium punch to stop the drive rush, and now Julio Fuentes has the opposite side of the screen, but needs to regain all of that lost drive gauge.
Yeah, and you can just imagine your Mario sitting on the other side of the screen and getting frustrated, blocking all these projectiles. You just want to press.
Oh, he definitely pressed. That was a good button, great reward. And you know Mario's going to dash at least twice.
Oh,
no.
Dashing the drive rush, but got the bait because he was so early on that jab. And easy cleanup on the round.
Yeah, really smart for Mario not to hit any button after drive rush. Ooh, big
Footsies. I mean, we said it earlier. Julio with the reactions, he's no slouch to it. And he has gray in his beard. You can see it.
He's got really good positioning off of this. Now, you remember the old days where JP could drive impact twice in that combo?
I don't need to relive those days. Okay? He has Crouch Fierce back. Just let him. He's fine. Oh, that's so much damage. He had more he could do, too. That's the worst part. You're, like, watching these JP combos that Julio's doing, and you're like, man, why is this combo going on so long? And then it's just like, oh, this could go longer, too.
Why is the zoner styling on me like this?
He's like half a screen away from you doing 18 hits.
Come on, man.
All right, but Julio not trying to stay half a screen away, trying to get close and personal here. Gets a punish on the dive kick. What
Terrible
you doing?
dive kick. Sorry, I had to say that at least once. No, I'm not calling that dive kick. I just had. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Whew. All right, big level 3 here, just trying to turn the momentum of a tide. There was no big other reason for it here. Drive situation's fine on either side. It's just, you just want the tide in your turn, but gets the burn out here.
It's pretty good, though, especially since Mario is up around. We can tie it up. Slowly, Mario's inching his way forward towards victory.
He was waiting. He was trying to get Julio to not suspect the drive impact anymore, but Julio just kept holding up, found the punish.
JP's jumping heavy kick is so disgusting.
I mean, it's that and his jumping medium punch, right? Like, they both, like, take his normally kind of, like, short hitbox, and then it just goes so much wider. But Julio going wide right now, taking all that space to push to the corner.
Oh, man. Already Mario jumping, pushing forward. That's a whip punish if I ever saw one.
Yeah, he was not pushing forward anymore. He has to sit here and wait. I know Julio's close, was burning himself out here, but just all of this space, finally just dash forward, sweep, catching Julio. And now we're just sitting here in this neutral space here. Mario just trying to get Julio to flinch.
Yeah, one thing I've been noticing from Mario is that he's really favoring the crouch heavy punch. And we've seen that where even pro players will just use crouch heavy for anti-air versus like the DP because it's way less on their menu.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to do the easiest thing that you can do sometimes. And look at this, caught Julio trying to jump out. Keeping the pressure high in the corner here. Oh, he tried to get him to throw. Unfortunately, not going to work out. He's the one getting thrown, and now level 2, you're going to get burned out. You're going to get chipped. Now you're just holding parry.
But not holding it long enough. Mario was afraid of that throw coming out from Julio, which is a very real threat.
Yeah, there's like a very small spacing, I think, between the 3rd and 4th ghost where you can get thrown. So. Ooh, good jabs. Not letting him teleport in for free.
No, he made him pay for that pretty well.
Yeah, and continuing to pay for it, pushing to this corner, keeping the damage high.
Now the question is, he's paying for that with tariffs on top of it.
I mean, in 2025, you're absolutely paying tariffs. Again, crouch fierce, anti-air, you called it out earlier, and he's just going to be able to convert off of that, taking the advantage.
Yeah, Mario, your first instinct is to do the DP, but I believe one of the reasons why he might be using it in addition to it being easy is that he's not knocking JP all the way across the screen.
Yeah, you get to continue your pressure there and immediately force that 50-50 here, but not taking the bait on the amnesia, making Julio have the perfect parry instead, and he gets it.
And Mario in the wrong side of town, but Julio Fuentes says, okay, he's going ahead and building up that drive gauge, which is much. Again, the crouch heavy. This is my story. I'm fixating on that button.
It's a good story to have right now because it's a big change that we've seen Mario do, and now look at this. He's able to find these opportunities, drive rush forward. He's going to try to be able to spend level 3 here to kill. It's going to be really close here.
Mario doesn't have a lot of gauge to press on. He's going to have to do some nice fundamentals. Just one solid hit.
No hits at all, just walk up and toss him.
More like a hit man sent to kill Julio. It's time in the bracket. Loser semifinal. Somebody is going back to the bar tonight. Crouch heavy punch. Chat, I'm going to make you remember that button.
Yeah, well, you're talking about Hitman. Let's see if Mario's going to Agent 47 Julio right now.
I was thinking Thomas Harms, but okay.
I went with the video game. All right, you got to... And it looks like Mario's doing a pretty good job here. Let's see how he deals with this amnesia. Jab, jab, gets the parry, but tossed up in between.
Not to mention Julio has always been doing that option, and Mario is just not expecting it each time.
Oh my goodness, Julio just turning this pressure around it again. The Julio
special. Is he gonna do it again?
I thought he was gonna drive rush into the command grab. I'm not gonna lie.
I really thought so too.
It would have worked.
It would have been so sick.
Ooh, but you know what works even better? Just waiting for your opponent to overstep and go up to match point. Let's see.
Well, not to be the contrarian, but I think that is not better because he had to spend meter versus if he did the command grab. Look, okay, he won. That's all that matters.
He didn't do the risky play to command grab on the drive rush, okay? We don't know what would have happened there.
Man, that is such an annoying button, crouch medium kick.
Ooh, big combo. Oh, he resets on the departure to get this corner control and set up EX departure as well. Keep the pressure high.
And the winner of this will have to fight TreeWiz in losers final. That's a reminder. But
oh, he didn't believe in building level 3 in time, and he was right to do so. He gets a level 2 setup instead.
And with that throw, Julio Fuentes moving on to losers final. Didn't believe it for the combo, but definitely believed in his victory as he's ascending the bracket. So now it's going to be Julio versus TreeWiz, and the winner of that will be fighting chumpslayer in the finals.
Yeah, you know, chumpslayer just sitting up there, sitting pretty. Like, he could be up here with us just looking out over the crowd, just waiting to see what's going to happen, right?
Oh, you mean he's like he's in the Geese Howard position or the Mr. X, where he's on the skyscraper, hands clasped behind his back?
Yeah, he's just sitting there waiting, just being like, you dare challenge me.
Dude, that is a trope I loved in fighting games, where you have to climb a big-ass office building, and just so you know, just so you can knock the final boss out of a window.
Absolutely. And you fight like jobber after jobber. You're just
and
like,
for some reason, all the bosses come back.
wasn't this how part of like Tekken 7's like arcade or story went? It's just like you're just fighting floors until you get to Heihachi at the top of
like
the tower.
I don't know what it is, like Game of Death, Tekken, Final Fight. Just I love the final climax of the hero going up a sky. Heck, even Cowboy Bebop did it.
I mean,
I love it. It hits.
That's one of the things where like people will hate on a trope for so much, but the reason that tropes work is because they're tropes and like they mean something. Like and then you have the opportunity to like undercut. You'd be like, oh, he climbed a tower, and then like nothing. The big boss wasn't there, and now he's somewhere else.
Well, not
right?
to mention, like, yeah, they work for a reason. Like, oh man, why does the underdog have to come back after losing? Because if he like washed the champ 9-1, nobody wants to see that in the movie.
It doesn't build any of the tension, right?
Yeah, like, can you imagine Rocky and he's training? He's like, man, I'm gonna fight Creed, and he just mollywops him.
Yeah, where's the rising action? Where's the tension? You just there's no story. He trained and he did what he wanted. So let's see.
I started in the matchup. I knew, Creed likes the mash standing jab, and you're like,
Well, let's see if these people know the matchup with each other right now. It looks like Julio had the first hit, but tossing up the perfect the parry attempt.
Now, remember his match against YJK, Magua, where Julio got in trouble for all of his called out parries? Let's see if that's going to happen with TreeWiz, especially since he has a command grab.
He loves to throw, man. Oh, he loves to press stand fierce.
That is such a good button.
Look at the damage. Spin level 1.
The damage, the level 1, the super, and TreeWiz up 1 round to 0. I don't even know what this voice is.
I don't know.
It's like a bastard plays Booker T. Hey, Booker T here.
Hey, we're just kind of sitting here. We're just chain smoking up here.
Oh man.
I'm waiting for production to yell at us.
That's why you should vape, kids.
No. Don't vape.
Yeah,
don't smoke.
Okay, you my dare officer?
Yes.
Dare to be drive rush free. Woo! They collide.
They're not daring to be drive rush free, let me tell you. They're hitting the drive rush overhead into the combo.
And Julio Fuentes, interesting choice to use the departure. Just claim a little bit of space. Oh, he stops the pressure from the sumo walk. And Julio Fuentes, yep, I see a level 1 into my future. A level 2?
He's trying to be greedy with the meter. I was really concerned that wasn't going to kill for a second, but ended up working out and now tied up.
Okay, I understand why he used level 2, just because he was 1 round away from losing that game.
Yeah, he wanted to save some for the final round.
And level 1 under Julio is pretty dangerous.
I mean, he'll spend it, and then he'll build another level 1. He'll spend that too.
Jump back.
Neutral jump jab.
Woo! Hit boxes. I don't care.
Yo, perfect parry. Why are you trying to check after my headbutt, bro? It's my turn.
Good one. That's free. That is free if you do.
Ooh!
Oh, you know what's going to happen. Call it out.
Can you, I mean, he's definitely going to kill with level 3 here, but can you imagine doing like a 40-frame low crush by neutral jumping into the stop sign?
I can't imagine it, but I don't need to imagine it because I'm seeing it right now. And TreeWiz takes the first game off of Julio.
Dusted off the hands, so you just saw him quick, like wipe him off. Be
That's
like,
sumo, baby.
He's ready to get right back into it here. He wants this to be fighting in the streets only.
And you saw that great positioning for TreeWiz. He was right below the teleport, meaning if Julio were to come from there, he would have been ready. Oh, that looked really scary.
Oh, and this time you see Julio didn't take his turn. He got perfect parry there before, just walking forward, getting the throw, getting the drive impact, doing so much damage here. He should be able to spend the level 1 to kill here. No, gonna need one more hit.
Great choice of jumping in. Oh, they trade.
Yeah, but every one of these trades is in Julio's favor. Stopping the sumo walk too.
And the crouching media kick, beautiful. Here, I'll say it for you. Footsies.
Foozies.
Foozies.
Shout out to Mike Ross. Foozies. Oh my goodness.
But
If there is something that Julio has learned about this Honda matchup, it is to not let sumo walk happen. EX sumo walk, never once has Julio let that go.
Especially since TreeWiz knows the value of sumo walk. Oh my god, big heavy kick. 2 jabs.
All the way to the corner, slap him.
And sumo walk is so good. It's just great utility, great filler, and its own mix-up.
Oh, I thought he got it again, but gonna find the drive rush, and you know he's gonna spend as much as he has to here. Level 1 should do.
I do. Ooh, TreeWiz.
They're
Ties it up.
getting ready to say their vows to each other with all those I do's.
He's all that. No anti-air from TreeWiz. That's one of the things. Honda doesn't have a really big, reliable button like Jury does.
Yeah, that's why you see that TreeWiz goes for jump back jab so much.
There's definitely a lot more limitations on. Ah!
Foozies. Let's say it again.
I'm not talking about foosball.
No, we're talking about outspacing your opponent, putting them in this corner, talking up the level 2.
And the punish counter throw. And Julio Fuentes is easily going to sail it in with a level 1.
Not quite so much with the perfect KO with the meaty afterwards. No vegan.
Yeah, you know, I wondered why all my meaty setups weren't working. It's because I had the vegan edition of Street Fighter.
Oh, I can't take credit for that. That's a Saint Cola. All right. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he snapped the EX departure and caught him on the headbutt.
Oh man, beautiful. Beautiful use of the headbutt to whiff punish.
You know, you can see TreeWiz trying to get a little jump happy, just trying to close this distance and play this close to mid-range game.
And also trying to see if Julio is going to bait by hit a bad button, but nope. Oh, God.
Ooh, called you out for drive rushing forward in that moment, cross you up, which is so hard for Honda to deal with. All right, now just patient here. Both of them just blocking each other out, not letting either one, but Julio coming out in every exchange, finding these little pokes.
And TreeWiz wanted to fake out with the slow headbutt, but Julio had something nasty ready for him.
Didn't get the first hit of that super, so not enough damage. And yo, drive rushing past the spike, can't he get enough damage, TreeWiz?
Yeah, the spike, one of the ways to get past JP is moves with huge burst of forward momentum. But that's not going to matter here or there as Julio Fuentes takes this round. And we're tied up, well, not tied up in games, but Julio, slight advantage.
Yeah, he can easily turn this into a 2-1 situation, put the onus on TreeWiz to have to win 2 straight.
Winning one game is hard, but then you have to win one game after another. That's where the mental stack is real.
Against Julio, like, the man is going to counter-adapt to you, right?
And you can see every time Julio throws a departure, TreeWiz just stands underneath it and waits.
Ooh, but I felt that throw whiff in my bones. Julio just able to fully confirm off of it. Did the reset off of the departure? Did he know that was going to happen?
Well, TreeWiz gets himself a little space, but he's living on borrowed time. One more hit brings it to 2-0, and it is what we feared the most for TreeWiz.
You see, the problem is, where's his beer?
That's a good question. I mean, look, you can't. At the end of the day, yes, Beer Wiz is a strong alter ego of TreeWiz, but it's not like he could walk into a major with a beer in his hand.
I've watched a lot of Marvel tournaments to say otherwise.
Like, wait, can you walk into Evo with a beer and drink?
Not on the Sunday stage.
Okay.
You can try to get away with it on Saturday.
Yeah, you can see Stricken Man. Get this man his beer.
But also, you know, TreeWiz doesn't want to use that always as a crutch, right? Like, you want to be able to perform at your best even without a drink.
That's
right.
right. That's one of the things. You gotta understand. It's kind of like relying on neutral skip tools. Instead, he's using sobriety skip.
Sobriety skip ain't doing anything here as you get command grabbed by Julio.
Oh man, can you do that? Why are you dealing? Yo, man, I just wanted to skip neutral, go right to drunk, Your Honor.
No, I can't. I refuse.
I sentenced you to 20 games of footsies.
20 games of footsies for one drunk.
I would love FGC court, man. Make it happen.
Who would be the judge at FGC court?
Mike Ross? James Chen?
I don't know. All you know is Ultra David has to be the defendant, right? Or has to be the defending lawyer.
Defending lawyer, yes. Can you imagine if Low Tier God was the prosecutor?
No. No, we don't need that. We don't need to will him back into existence. What we do need is will TreeWiz into this dub, but he's going to get back thrown into the combo here, letting Julio out of the corner.
And TreeWiz needs to find the will and the way to get out, or at least the willpower to endure this.
All right, but back there to the corner. He just needs 1 or 2 more hits, but Julio immediately drive rush forward, not letting the corner game sit at all.
Beautiful OD headbutt.
Hey, oh my goodness, they are swinging right now, but Julio coming out on top. TreeWiz just trying to slow this down, wait for his opportunity. He gets a +1 butt slam all the way in, but back there to the corner.
He definitely has a life lead to be a little bit patient, but now Julio has to find the big, crazy opportunity. But TreeWiz bets it all on the headbutt, and that torpedo hit is marked Red October style.
I mean, Julio burned himself out, and Honda is willing to fly across that screen every single time. Good anti-air.
Oh, man, great crouching medium off of the drive rush. And Julio, yep, not quite the burnout, but very, very close. And his back is against the wall, literally.
Yeah, and TreeWiz got to build up almost like two bars, and that should be it. Drive rush again?
He checked the drive rush with a crouching medium, and TreeWiz is back on the board. No beer needed. No beer, no.
Right, but for some reason you can look on TreeWiz's face, and you could almost think that he lost that game. And the way that he was just like down and talking to himself, he's trying to get his head in this game here to figure out what Julio's doing.
TreeWiz does have a history of getting close with no cigar, so I understand that mental. He's been in this situations where he's at the cusp of victory and then the ring just flies out of his hand. So I get it.
Ooh, there we go. He's feeling himself. He did the feint into the command grab, but Julio just wakes up, sweep, says, "You're going to try to shimmy me."
Oh, man. Uses the headbutt to get out of the way and parries it perfectly. Waterboy, that is tomorrow, unless you're Mimi.
All right, toss up in the corner. Julio just trying to keep this pressure going. Backdash.
But no punish. -6.
Look at that big damage too. Oh, and he did the early button. I'm not sure if he did that entirely on purpose, but he ends up getting the dub. Now the entire reversal. TreeWiz on match point.
He is fighting for his life right now just to get into grand finals, to face chumpslayer, the man who sent him here 3-0.
He wants that run back, man. Nothing makes you saltier than losing, especially to a homeboy.
To take out Julio Fuentes. Remember, Julio Fuentes beat TreeWiz over at Magitech, so you know he's gonna be a little salty. I wouldn't be surprised if Julio took an extra 100 off of TreeWiz.
Unfortunately, the bounty not in play anymore. TreeWiz's money's a little bit safe here, but he definitely wants a bigger bit of the pot tonight.
Of the Guildhouse pot.
Ooh, toss up. Toss him again.
Nice throw.
You're a coward.
JP is burnt out, jumps back. He has so much real estate. Beautiful use of the butt slam. And he didn't need to worry about the perfect parry, but he'll have to worry about the level 1.
We talked so much about, well, we talked earlier about it against Mario, is that Julio's reactions, you know, are second to none. Even drive rush round start, he hit the medium, he gets the confirm.
Oh, man. That's a lot of damage, but more importantly, that's a lot of space taken and drive gauge taken.
Yeah, you like starting the round with, you know, a third of your life gone and half your drive gauge gone?
Yeah, it was just like getting jumped in the parking lot before you can even play the game.
Yeah, absolutely. But butt slam out of the corner, and this is where we can see everything turn around.
TreeWiz falling victim to this jump medium punch. Such a great button. Now it's still his turn. Oh no, went for a light punch, but TreeWiz, slower button. Whoever gets burnt out first, that's going to be the deciding factor.
Oh, he tried to go for the TreeWiz, not working out here. Just amnesia on the other side because the departure's there to cover you.
Bets it all on it. Oh, doesn't get the full confirm, but Julio Fuentes so much life and kicks the shin, and kicks TreeWiz out of the tournament. And now it's Julio going to be fighting chumpslayer in grand finals.
Yeah, and you could even just tell there that Julio had such a good life lead there that he was willing to just press in the neutral, willing to like, hey, here's my medium kick. If you're gonna drive rush, you got to get around it. You can see my leg doing the medium kick.
Yeah, you know that even though JP's medium kick is like below his belt, it has a deceptive amount of like forward range to it.
Yeah, makes it really good for preemptively checking those drive rushes that are going to come into that space. And so excellent job from Julio there. And yeah, that means that we are setting up for our grand finals. Julio's on the loser side and chumpslayer on the winners.
And Julio fought a very vicious set against TreeWiz, so I'm wondering how good is Julio's mental and stamina. While he is a legend, he hasn't really been hitting the tournament cardio, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so he's definitely trying to get back into that shape, and you know, you can see it. You could see it even at Fitz study session that he was doing an incredible job there. Was on winner's side of grand finals. Unfortunately, Kuma's a hard matchup for pretty much most characters in the game. JP especially has no way to deal with those anti-air, so Julio unfortunately lost that. But you can see that he's still hungry. He's here grinding.
He also likes the money. But what's really helping Julio is, as I was talking to him earlier, he was bragging about how he got 10 hours of sleep. I really want to talk about that because Julio's like, normally he's got like tired face on.
He's energized right now.
Yeah, he's very like he's I'm not used to this peppy Julio.
He's energized right now. He's like, man,
hey guys, man, it's great to be here. Which, to be fair, he's like that inside, but this is the first time he's outwardly expressing it in a while.
Yeah, because again, he can fake it a little bit, and oh, he's getting a little tired. He's doing the big stretch here. Get your yaz out in the chat.
Yeah, starting from the bottom and then look back. Look at all my haters. Yeah, I'm making them mad. That's what he says.
Is it?
Yeah. I thought it was like, look at my haters, I'm making a mill. I thought it was that, but no, I was wrong.
I mean, you gotta understand. Sometimes you're not able to look up lyrics back in the day. You just gotta sing along.
Hey, remember when Into the Spider-Verse where Miles Morales? Yeah, that's us. That's us. He didn't know the lyrics to Sunflower. That was a real moment, man. That was real. I felt that.
Ooh, just as real as that drive rush low forward into this full confirm. Didn't get the cancel, so needs one more pixel.
Hard sweep by chumpslayer.
Oh no, you're in the corner, burnt out.
And chumpslayer spends drive reversal just to ensure
Toss him again.
This is still very winnable for chumpslayer. Not definite, is winnable. chumpslayer won that one.
I can't believe that entirely turned around. More than 50% of a life lead, and Julio trapped in the corner just got thrown and clipped into death there.
Oh man, oh, just a little short of the driver rush.
Okay, gonna get good damage here. Ended up jumping over that DP.
Oh, I love that forward dash just to make sure he claims enough space to land this beautiful combo into the corner.
Yeah, could have killed there with the level 3 Julio could, but now just going to try to chip out as much as possible. And yeah, chumpslayer said, I don't want to play the rest of this. You can take it.
Yeah, you know, the gambler Kenny Loggins, you know when to hold him, know when to fold. chumpslayer wisely chose to fold on that one.
Ooh, it looked like there was going to be a drive rush, but Julio was ready to check it no matter what. He had that medium punch, right?
And chumpslayer lost a little bit of drive gauge as a result.
Better than getting clipped. Ooh, my goodness, calling it out with the perfect parry. Sometimes you see people DI the turnaround, the cane slash, yeah.
That tends to be a hard read.
Yeah, because if he does fake ghost, you know he can DI back.
I believe the parry is the better option select. Oh, stopped just short.
Okay, a little bit of a scramble situation on the buttons. Didn't quite hit the buttons. Didn't quite hit the ranges that they wanted there, but, you know, chumpslayer making it work.
Oh, Julio went for a drive impact.
Ooh, burnt out here against a level 2. This is going to be a decent amount of pressure. And yeah, you could just see, you know, Julio trying to sneak that jab in, get a little bit of space, but nothing coming out of there. Chumpslayer just doing delayed jab, getting the confirm.
1/3 of his way to winning. Remember, Chumpslayer is on the winner's side.
Yeah, but if you start thinking like that, you get so disheartened whenever like Julio starts winning or potentially resets. You're like, oh man, all that progress is gone. You just got to play it one game at a time.
Just got to treat it like you're back to 0-0.
All right, but Amnesia getting him out of this corner. Julio just trying to make sure that he can stay alive. Wakes up, can't get the hit with the level 1.
I believe Chumpslayer tried to parry that super, but because his drive gauge was so low, he ended up burning himself out, which would have happened if he blocked anyway.
Ooh. Yeah, you're burnt out. You can't do anything other than try to buffer into one of your supers, but not able to happen in time. Julio able to try to get some momentum started for himself.
That was a really good round for Julio. Now Chumpslayer inching Julio to the corner. Walks forward, wants to see if a button will whiff. Yes, I like that jump forward to over the fireball.
Yeah, you know Julio likes to try to go for the throw there to take the corner situation away from you, and he ends up with it anyway, just jumping out.
Not a bad price to pay.
Stay down. Julio just trying to keep Chumpslayer from getting any sort of anything started here, but level 2 gonna open the door.
And he's blocking that.
This time the parry will work out. Can't burn himself out. He was at full bar.
And you know Chumpslayer feeling really good after that one. Still has a level 1, meaning we can do a reversal.
Ooh, risky dive kick there. Ends up getting punished. Very always punishable in that dive kick on block.
Oh, dashes into the departure. Unfortunate. You can see Chumpslayer inching forward. Now he's got to respect the pressure. A little too eager on the forward momentum.
Uh-oh, called him out. Got the punish counter, which burnt him out.
Julio spent a lot of meter just to hold on to that corner. And if he doesn't do anything...
Oh my goodness. The EXCP having enough invincibility through the level 1, able to keep this corner pressure going. What are you standing up for?
What are you standing up for? I'll tell you what he's standing up for. He's going to stand up for this level 2. And Chumpslayer better not drop anything. Instead, the only thing he's going to drop is his opponent, because now he's at 2-0.
And we've seen so many times that Julio had the reactions to, you know, level 1, any of those DIs, but Chumpslayer just doing such a good job of stacking that mental pressure. It's jumps, it's throws, it's the feng shui pressure, just not able to get anything going.
Holy cow. Julio needs to win 3 games in a row for the reset, then do another 3. Meanwhile, Chumpslayer, can he kill Julio 3-0?
I mean, he just got the neutral jump punish on a throw. It's looking pretty good for Chumpslayer.
And Julio goes back to the drive impact. And Chumpslayer wisely throws the level 1, good damage, and also he can jump back and mess with it. See, drive reversal is nothing when you have the corner.
Yeah, and then Julio burnt himself out to do that too, and now look at this with corner pressure. It's such a rough state, and you try to get the throw, but Shim, thank you, man, walk back in with the throw.
You want to talk about a state right now? How about the state of tournament point? Chumpslayer at tournament point, can he shut out Julio Fuentes?
It's looking pretty solid right now, I'm not going to lie.
But there's always a crack in the armor, and Julio, if anyone I know, can crack it open, this man.
I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, only time will tell here, and it's looking pretty bad. Walk forward, getting the punish counter on the parry attempt.
Oh my god, Chumpslayer, every single interaction he is coming away, and he's at a level 2, looking to sign on the dotted line, and Julio not looking so fine, except for the drive reversal.
Oh, but gets punished, and that is going to be enough to close it out. Chumpslayer, your Guildhouse 162 Street Fighter 6 champion.
This might be 162, but Chumpslayer is number 1 today, and an impressive showing eliminates both TreeWiz and Julio 3-0.
Completely clean, just like
Strike a man.
Strike a man. I saw STR, and I'm just like, I don't know how to say this anymore. Fast as hell, grand finals, absolutely frank. There's just nothing else to say. I mean, Chumpslayer was on it today. He was upset at his performance at Fitz. He didn't get too high up in the placements. I think top 8, but not much higher than that.
Top 8 is pretty good, but Chumpslayer has been seeing so many grand finals, so I understand the disappointment. And to defeat the second place winner, which was Julio, and TreeWiz at 3-0. That is definitely something, an emphatic statement, and a statement you want to be making as we get closer to King's Cup this month.
Absolutely. And when and where is King's Cup going to be? Do you know off the top of your head?
That is going to be at the Foundry, 7 o'clock, San Francisco, Friday.
This Friday? Tomorrow?
Yes.
Holy cow. I'm not making that.
Not to mention, we do have a money match. Banerjee, thank you. Batchy versus Fist of Fury money match over at King's Cup. Thank you to Sly Coco for helping arrange that. I've been calling him the Tinder of money matches.
Bro.
Thank you, Stricken Man.
It's a match made in heaven.
Look, yeah, Stricken Man, Batchy, man. That's the Stricken Man laugh.
I mean, you got to get with it. But a completely awesome tournament tonight. And again, we saw so many Aki jury mirror matches. I think we had a back-to-back jury Aki matches. We had a few other like interesting back-to-back matches. We had the jury mirror match. A lot of juries actually making it pretty far. Despite I think there's only like 3 of them that were in the bracket. They all made it pretty far.
They all made it pretty far, and a lot of really good solid fundamentals, and also a rare appearance of YJK in the local scene.
Yeah, again, I mean, he came out to the Fit Study session, and it really like revitalized the scene. I can't enunciate that enough. Enunciate wasn't the right word, but yeah, I mean, it was just such a welcome force. We saw so many old heads, all the new heads. It was just a good time.
It was, and everybody put their heads together for an amazing turnout for Street Fighter 6. But hey, that concludes Street Fighter 162. Nogurami, where can they find you?
You can find me at Nogurimi on Twitter. I never post there anymore. If you really want to get in contact with me, Blue Sky at Nogurimi.com. I own that domain. I've owned it for 9 years. So had a fantastic time. And where can people find you, Captain No Fun?
You can actually find me right here, Captain No Fun _G. I want to thank the FGC, especially NorCalC, for supporting me. I just came back from Texas Showdown doing commentary, and it's only because of your support that I've been able to go so far in my commentary career. Anyway, let's get on out of here and see everybody downstairs. So this is Captain No Fun signing off from duty.
Yeah, Nogurimi, peacing out.
We'll see you next time.